That's it. It worked now.
We're live.
Now you're in.
Oh, I didn't throw up my gang signs.
Yeah, what kind of gang? You're not part of a gang.
That's true.
You're part of the diabetes gang. Yeah, there was technical difficulty. YouTube was trying to fuck around with us, but we outsmarted them. Because there's already that live stream set up already. There's the main live stream page, apart from the event. So I sent out the new link. Hopefully people get in time. I hope nobody's just waiting, sitting in their room.
On the old one?
Yeah, this is never going live. Which they could be. Who knows? Happy New Year, everybody. It's
Happy New
2019. Who do we have in the chat? We got Derek Rivia. We got Ciro. Ciro's here. Happy New Year, everybody. Max Cool Game. Hello.
All the best.
All the best. There's a lot happening, but I guess we'll get into it in a bit. Wait till everyone catches up. Settles in, gets in there. They might be looking at social media trying to complain and then realize, oh, there's a new link. Because it's fucked up. It's definitely not intended. But we could start off with like wacky news.
Yeah.
So we could talk about that kind of shit.
I like wackiness.
There's Frank Baruzzi's in. Yeah, we're up here. Mike is still away. You're gonna get a good 2-drink minimum this week. Actually, 2-drink minimum. We're releasing the JFL tape with Josh Blue. Really funny. It was the last episode we recorded. It was the one where I was finished because it was at the end of Just for Laughs. So I was like super tired. It was that whole week of madness with Swartzen and Mike. So it was the last.
Who Josh
interview.
Blue is again?
Josh Blue.
Yeah.
Is palsy?
Oh, with the long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's how you remembered him.
Yeah.
It wasn't the cerebral palsy. It was the okay. Okay. That's pretty funny.
Bro, I don't see.
You don't see.
I don't see handicaps,
That's
bro.
what do you remember when I told him that the whole episode we were going, and then he's like, "Yeah, you didn't know that." I was like, "No, I don't see handicaps, sir. I only see color." I remember. He's a great fucking guy. So we have that episode coming with Josh on Friday. That goes up. I think it's our last week of Mike not being here.
Yeah.
So it should be a good episode. That was actually really fun to record. So yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is the goddamn women's march. Did you know they canceled the women's march for fear that it's too white? There's too many white women that were going to the women's march. They said, "Fuck it, it's too white. We gotta cancel it." Isn't that fucking crazy?
Just a bunch of what angry housewives.
I don't
going
know.
to these marches.
But what does it matter? What does it matter what the color is? But that is, it's like what RT was saying. That's PC culture eating itself.
God damn.
What does it matter what the color fucking is? Aren't you marching for something? What's the reason you're marching for?
What is the reason?
Is it
by
because
the
you
way, they
hate
wanted
white
to
people?
do it?
I don't understand. I thought it was for women's rights.
But what was the march about to begin with?
Something stupid. I don't know. More lemon pledge. I don't know what it was for.
Lemon pledge. What's lemon pledge?
It's okay. It was a Family Guy reference. Yeah, I don't know what they're mad about. Let's see what Ciro's saying. Even though, look at this. Again, YouTube's pulling that same shit. They're trying to block people. They don't even know what the fuck they're marching against. That's what happened last year. I remember they were asking people last year, "What are you marching for?" And they're like, "I don't fucking know. Am I supposed to?"
What?
Well, yeah, you're here. You're marching, right? You're in the cold, and they're like, "I don't fucking know."
That's retarded. That's like going to war and shooting at people. And like, do you know who you're fighting for? I don't know.
I'm
just shooting shit.
shooting the brown guys. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? No, you're not supposed to. Goddamn. Ciro says, "What rights do women not have that men do?" In North America, obviously none. We have the same rights.
If not, they have more. No?
Yeah, if you think
Well,
about it.
not more per se, but like
Socially, maybe.
yes,
Maybe.
socially.
But that's
Women and children.
Yeah, well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like children.
No, that's a
you
good
gotta
thing. I
protect
agree
it.
with
Like,
that. Exactly.
Imagine you treat like 8-year-olds like you do adults. That'd be a fucking problem, Poseidon.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just women marching for others. That has nothing to do with women's rights. It's probably for other stuff that they want. It's just that they call it the women's march. It's women marching for something, but a lot of them don't know. I know that there was that whole anti-Semitic thing that came out because a couple of their people that were in charge of that were like saying all kinds of racist shit against Jewish people.
Oh, there was that doctor or pharmacist that.
Oh, I forgot about that story.
Yeah.
What did they say? I didn't even see. I didn't read it.
I didn't read the whole thing, but she was like
When I become a doctor, I'm going to give Jews the wrong medication.
on purpose.
That's fucking
That's
crazy.
fucked up.
That's fucking.
And she was what was
I have no idea.
Arabic woman, I think.
Oh, that's
Muslim. Yeah.
That's not good. That's not.
Well,
it's not a good look for you.
Because Arabs don't like Jews.
Yeah, I know, but it's not. I like how you're like, you didn't know this. But it's not all Arabs that don't like. That's the thing.
No,
is
I
that
know.
You're pushing into that too. That's fucking crazy to say that. I'm gonna become a pharmacist and give people the wrong medication,
That is fucked up.
and then people are outraged. Why are they mad? Why? How could you not be mad? That's crazy. You just said you're gonna kill. If it was the other way around, wouldn't you still be mad? I'd be mad about anything.
Well, yeah, of course. That's like you becoming a fucking, I don't know, pizza chef, and every Turk that walks in, you spit on their pizza. It's the same shit, but
It's
just
not
the
the-
Turk.
it's
Well,
not the
it's
same.
roughly the same.
It's
No,
not the same. Well, spitting. They're not gonna. I wouldn't do it anyway in
Yeah.
someone's food. But I mean,
or like you give rotten cheese to.
Poseidon's geopolitical courses. Look, bro, if you were making pizza and there was a Turkish guy that came in there, wouldn't you say, "No, of course I wouldn't, man." I've
No.
learned, you know what I've learned to do? I've learned to separate government with regular people or like a religious doctrine with the regular people. Because it's fucking crazy to group everyone in
Well,
together.
yeah, of course.
Like, because in reality, if you think about what I believe, like culturally, it's no better culture than the Greek culture.
Yeah.
Governmentally, there's no better government than the U.S. one
Of
in
course.
terms of the rights that you have, not in terms of
Yeah.
what's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's a shit show. And I don't mean because of Trump. I mean way before Trump, with everything that's going on there. It's not everybody's making it seem like Trump came in and now it's all corrupt. And what are you joking? It's corporations that have been running the state for
always been
years.
corrupt. Yeah.
But to be the only country that actually has freedom of speech, your rights are protected, that's the best government to have.
Yeah.
Is where, you know what I mean? So you gotta. My brothers, you know who my brothers are? Anyone who's fighting against fucking tyranny.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It has nothing to do
agree.
with the color, skin, or where the fuck they're born. It's the people that look at things ideologically the way I do. That's what I can consider my brother.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck what your government says. The Turks, yeah, they have a shitty government right now. Doesn't mean that they're all fucking garbage.
It's
know?
true. No, it's true. I met a.
I met a Turkish man.
No. I met a lot of Turks while I was in Greece, and a lot of them are from the coast, and they're very European.
Cyril's right. We could find comfort in the fact that retards can't get AIDS. That was you who came up with that. Everybody knows that. It's the one thing they
Safe.
have. So yeah, don't let them push you into that. But yeah, that's fucking stupid. Then clearly you have nothing important to march for if you're fucking canceling the march because like there's too many white people here. And what are those ladies gonna do now? You know what's gonna happen? Now all those ladies are gonna be in Starbucks complaining that there's
Yeah.
too many black guys. That's what happened.
Excuse me, can I speak to the manager?
Yeah, they're just gonna be talking to various managers around the states right now. You ruined the days of many a fast food manager.
You know, man, I used to see like, cause I worked in retail for a bit, and I used to see the managers go through so much bullshit with clients.
Yeah.
Cause like every time there was a problem, someone would bitch or something, I'd be like, okay, talk to the manager. Right? I wouldn't even get involved.
Look, man, you're getting paid $1 more than me. You're gonna handle this shit, all right?
Handle this issue.
Someone takes a shit on the counter, my job. But obviously, we're gonna get the new guy to clean it, right? Like we're not fucking crazy. I remember working retail. Ugh, such garbage.
Disgusting.
Yo, dude.
And people are so entitled.
I don't know. Let's see who's in the chat right now. We still got Sarah. We got Lars. So, guys, do you guys keep track of what happened with Louis C.K.? I want to know if everybody. I don't care if you've heard the clip. Which, by the way, Doug Stanhope pointed something out that's fucking important. People are criticizing. Oh, he made inappropriate jokes. Which I don't know why you're upset. It's the jokes he's been making for years. But no one is upset at the fact that this was pirated. This is in a comedy club. That's the one thing we hate. If I see someone recording with their phone, that's when I get fucking angry.
Oh,
So
yeah.
someone recorded his whole fucking set and put it out there. So that's
Fucked up.
that's already fucked up.
You're taking money out of the man's pockets.
Ellen Barkin is being a huge cunt. Yeah, she's the one. Ellen Barkin tweeted that she wants Louis C.K. to get raped. Yeah. And then
What did the man do?
Okay, and then what did the man do? He jerked off. It's true. That's what he did.
That's
and,
it?
And his set was hilarious. Yeah, you can hear him killing. You could hear the people there having a good time. So as a comic, he did his fucking job. He went out there and he fucking killed. Now, here's the problem with Ellen Barkin is the stuff that she wrote in that tweet also because she was replying to people. Because a lot of people, famous people, were very upset. Like, you can't say that you want someone to get raped. That's fucking crazy. She says, well, that's what happens if you're a man who sexually assaults people. He wasn't accused of assault.
No.
He
All
wasn't. He didn't
did-
assault them. He had a weird fetish where he would ask people if he could jerk off in front of them,
Yeah, and
and the people that he jerked off in front of said yes. Right?
the only misunderstanding that I can see happening is some person going like, yeah, whatever, go ahead, you know? And there's a misunderstanding, like thinking it was a joke.
Well, no, he didn't just whip it. It was. He went to hotel rooms and shit like that. It wasn't like in the spur of the moment. Like
Oh, okay.
like he wasn't at the bank in a line. It was people that he knew. The only one that was questionable that I thought is the one that I think he was apologizing for, but not in a good way, is the girl that worked with him, because she was like under him at work. It was on a TV show.
And
it was
so it made it feel like
yeah, because you're the
iffy.
boss.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
iffy because
yeah.
then you're putting the person in a weird spot.
Yeah.
I understand it's not rape, but I understand it's a weird spot, and that's the one that's like it's hard to defend that one. Because even at work, if you ever have subordinates, you don't fuck them. Like you stay away from them because you don't want to have trouble at work.
Yeah.
So it was consensual. That's the biggest thing. Raped and shot. She said she wants me to get raped and shot. So. That kind of, it's fucking crazy. Like, is this because people just read the headlines and don't look into it? Because a lot of people were saying the same thing. They were putting Louis C.K. in the same boat as Harvey Weinstein. That it's not the same fucking thing. It's not Cosby either. Cosby also raped fucking people. It's not the same thing as someone having a fetish. That's what he had. He liked jerking. Because Sarah Silverman, who knew him from before, said the same thing. He had this for years. That was his thing. Andy Richter is also being sanctimonious. Really, I don't know what the fuck he said. I didn't even know that Richter was still relevant or fucking alive. So I had no goddamn idea.
God damn it.
What did he say? Let's see if Ciro's got. I don't know, he probably. Who gives a fuck? Because he probably said something stupid.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. But this kind of shit, this kind of fucking shit, where you want someone to be raped or killed.
But that's fucked up. That's you're like condoning
Well,
violence. At that
like
point.
it's not inciting. Like if she said, "Let's go out and rape him," that would have been illegal because that's
Okay.
inciting. Because you have freedom of speech.
Oh, but she was
she could
just
say
saying.
it. Look, the
She
thing
was
is,
just saying like I think he should be raped. Like it was like a.
yeah, he's like she would like him
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
raped, but
yeah,
she's
yeah.
not telling you to do it. She just
Okay,
she's kind of throwing out there like
So-
if he was raped, she'd be happy.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Why are we pretending not only that everything is the fucking same when it's not, right? This is not a rape. This is not Cosby. It's not a war crime. It's none of that shit. But we're pretending like it. Well, these fucking psychopaths are pretending. The regressive left is pretending that
The PC goblins.
Yeah, it's pretending that this is him having a fetish is the worst fucking thing on the planet.
But everyone has fetishes.
Yeah, his is just fucking. It's
I've met
that.
girls that like to be punched during sex.
Liked. Yeah, after it was done, I told him you like that, huh? I like that, eh?
no, they liked it until I punched them.
They liked it until you punched them, yeah. No, I've met people with weird quirks like that.
Yeah.
It happens. But this shouldn't be the way they're treating Louis. Murderers. There's some murders that, depending on the circumstances, they get fucking bail. You know what I mean? They get.
Bro, there's pedophiles. They get what?
There's pedophiles that get 3 years and shit like
Yeah.
that. And now this guy, like, he can't tell jokes anymore.
And he should be
because we
raped.
know about his weird fetish. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. And yeah, it's not just Andy Richter, by the way. I think the worst culprit, the one that I was kind of like, it really fucking pissed me off, was Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow really fucking pissed me off.
What did he say?
He pissed me off because it looked like he was just jumping on the
bandwagon?
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, this will be what outraged about. I got to talk about him.
Just so he could stay relevant.
He tweeted about Louis because people were mad that Louis made a joke about the Parkland shootings, which we'll get into in a fucking second. So Judd Apatow tweeted that this hacky, unfunny, shallow routine is just a symptom of how people are afraid to feel empathy. Now, first of all, that's already wrong because you said it's unfunny, but that video, which is audio of an hour, is out there, and he's killing for the full fucking hour. So you could find something unfunny. Does not mean that it's actually unfunny to everyone because it wasn't.
Well, yeah,
he killed.
of course.
It was he killed. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And the audio is there. The recording is there.
But also because the people that went there to listen, they went there for him.
So listen to this. It's much easier to laugh at our most vulnerable than to look at their pain directly and show them love and concern. Okay? So he's like, oh, he's making fun of the kids that were shot at or whatever, and he's not looking to show them love. His job is to make fun of all the sacred cows. Slay them all. Okay? Make jokes. That's his fucking job. It's not to hug kids or hug.
He's not a superhero. He's not wearing a fucking cape.
Says Louis C.K. is all fear and bitterness now. He can't look inward. Why would he look inward? Did he shoot anyone? What are you talking about? This guy had a fetish that was publicly fucking put out there, and
Wrong timing.
he needs to learn. Yeah, and at the Me Too timing, and he needs to look inward. What the fuck are you talking about? And I was getting ready. I had a tweet ready for Apatow because he wrote lengthy stuff. He wrote things about how Louis C.K. you could see it because he has 2 daughters and he's not he was looking so deep into the jokes that he made about Parkland, right? That he's evil and he has 2 kids and he's not thinking about them and weird shit. But if you look at Judd Apatow, which I've learned to separate. Number one, that Gary Shandling documentary that he made, Brilliant, amazing. It was one of the best documentaries, especially for a comedian that ever came out. And he has produced great films. He's great at that. But as a comedian, clearly he's lacking. He's lacking understanding of funny's funny, and let's go with that. And also about taking shit out of context and thinking too deep into the jokes that he does, as if because he has kids and he jokes about Parkland shooting, he wants his kids to get, or whatever the fuck you were trying to say in those stupid
That's
tweets.
retarded.
Nearly every movie you have your wife getting fucked by Paul Rudd. She has to make out with Paul Rudd in every movie. Are you trying to tell us that the subtext there is that in real life, you're the cuck, you're letting Paul Rudd fuck your wife? Is that what's happening? Is that the kind of shit you want people to read into? So if you're going to read into everybody's jokes and be like, oh, if they joke about this, it means that in real life, he wants kids. So is that what you're trying to fucking tell us, that Paul Rudd is ramming your wife? You have fucking kids too. How come you're producing so many movies that are all about sex, right? And there's all about, in high school, right? Superbad, which I loved. You produced that too. It's about kids banging. You have kids. You want us to read into that?
I loved Superbad.
Yeah, it's a fucking great movie. I'm willing to understand that it's a fucking movie and not read too much into it. It's absurd.
Just lighten things up a bit. My favorite scene from Superbad, you know when they were talking about massages and something. It was a funny thing about.
Oh, you could. Yeah, the funny thing about my. Yeah, he goes, you can massage my back. The funny thing, you scratch my back.
Yeah, the funny thing about my back is it's located on my cock.
Yeah. Right? Judd approved that in the script, right? Judd back then. Like, come on. But I'm not saying he's a bad guy for doing that, and I'm not even saying that he actually is a cuck for Paul Rudd. That's not what I'm saying. Is if he's gonna do that to people, right? If he's gonna read, if he keeps saying this on stage, then it means
people should do that to him.
You're fucking, and you're getting so mad about these jokes. You're getting so mad about these everybody feels bad about the kids that died at Parkland. And so many people were annoyed about some of the kids that were on TV that were put on as political analysts or experts when they are high school kids. Nobody wants those kids to get hurt. But people were annoyed. Like, wait, why are these fucking children that haven't lived yet telling me how to live? I understand what happened, and I feel bad about it, and politicians need to get together, adults need to get together and do something, but a lot of people were fucking annoyed. And does anybody remember how I was introduced to the compound media team? That a comedian can't understand that this is an act. Yeah, it can't. Does anybody remember how I would? Do you remember the fucking?
It's the first time that you look at a mass shooter and you're like, "Fuck, you shot the wrong ones." Right? It's the first.
You're gonna fit in just fine here at Compound Media, my friend. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. Did the audio get through on that one? Let's hope fucking YouTube didn't cut that one. But right, you guys let me know if the audio from Artie and Anthony, Artie Lang and Anthony Cumia show came out when me and Mike were there. Was it a year ago? Yeah, it came through. Okay. So you see that shit? Like that was, and it was a great fucking joke. Do I hate fucking kids? Do I want something to happen to kids? No, that's absurd. That's absurd. It was a joke. You missed that one. Syria, you missed that. That was in, I want to say April. It was when we announced. Nobody knew yet, but that's when me and Mike announced that we were joining Compound Media. So yeah, you could make jokes. But here's the thing. So I was preparing a tweet for Judd Apatow. The last time I argued with him on, and I don't want to argue with the guy, but I had argued with him on Twitter once, years ago, for Bill Cosby. Because nobody, me, I never liked Bill Cosby. I wasn't a Bill Cosby fan.
Yeah.
And he was mad about some old women in Pantelis wants to murder children, in Winnipeg, who were going to see him at a show, and how they were supporting rapists, or this whole thing. But this was back at the time where he still wasn't convicted or any of that shit. So all I said was that obviously I don't agree with, I tweeted back at Judd, and I said, obviously I don't agree with Cosby. I don't fucking like Cosby. But for the people paying the tickets, what the fuck? Like, they want to pay. Let them fucking go. They're not doing it because they're supporting rape. They're old people who don't believe the allegations. They just want to see some funny guy they used to know.
Yeah.
So then he tweets back at me that I fucking support Bill Cosby and I support a rapist or whatever. So I lost my fucking mind. I don't like Bill Cosby. I never liked Bill Cosby before because he always used to want to censor comics, So I never liked Bill Cosby, but the people paying the money, what am I going to do? I'm going to stop 1,000 people from going to a show? They're fucking 70-year-old people that want to go watch this. Yeah. Fucking let them go watch. What's it going to change? You can't stop them. They're not on Twitter to see your fucking tweets, Judd. So as I was preparing a tweet for Judd, there was a hero that was capeless that came in. It was Sam Tripoli. So what Sam Tripoli said was he took a couple of notes of the shit that I was going to tweet, and I kept his up and retweeted instead of tweeting out. He said that he stands with Louis C.K. He said, Judd, did you call out Lena Dunham when she admitted to molesting her sister or falsely accusing a man of sexual assault in college? because he didn't. Because Lena Dunham's on that whole fucking crazy super left shit, right? So he never wants to talk about that shit. But she molested her sister. She molested her
What?
when they were young. Yeah, she did a lot of fucked up shit.
Oh
when
my
she was young.
God.
And she falsely accused someone of sexual assault in college, but he did not call her out. So Sam Tripoli continues and says, if anyone knows hacky, it's you. You use the cheat code to get on stage and become one of us, meaning comedians. We won't forget this. So I like that. I like that Sam Tripoli came out and he's like, you know what? Fuck this asshole.
What cheat code did he use?
Just the fact that it was from movies and from that we
okay.
he kind of, even back in the day, he used to go on, he's been on Opie and Anthony.
He kind of weaseled his way
He
in.
goes where he thinks like, people, this is what's trending right now, right? He jumped on you look at Surabaya, you look at all the stuff you should joke about, stuff that now if you joke about, you get in trouble, and now he's against. But he's made movies about the same subject matters. He's done inappropriate humor.
Hypocrite.
He's a hypocrite. That's all he is.
I hate
He's jumping on the bandwagon. So get this guy some fucking tickets. Same thing with me. People were like, "Oh, you sure tonight?" Because I said I was going to talk about Apatow. You sure? You're just starting now to break out or whatever. You think I give a fuck? Knowing me, the time that you guys know me now, you think I'm fucking scared of Judd Apatow? Jesus Christ, come on, man. I'll just call Paul Rudd. Be like,
You're not even afraid of yourself. Bro.
I'll be like, distracted, bro. Make out with his wife. He likes that shit.
It just,
Fucking idiots.
I just picture that in my head, and it's you arguing with the guy bitching, and the guy making out with his wife, and he's just arguing. And he's like, "Arr!" And it just looks.
You see that? And Lars, you just fucking hit it right on the head. The worst part is that Judd probably doesn't even believe what he's saying. He's probably just doing that to get a pat on the back, and that's what it is. It's becoming this fucking circle jerk. People don't want to say the truth. They don't want to say how they really feel. They don't even want to be like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe never. It's all, what can I say that everybody's gonna be like, hey, you're a hero. Sometimes you gotta say shit that's not nice.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. Go with that. Go with the side of fucking truth.
People prefer comforting lies over uncomfortable truth.
I like that you stole that. That's a good one.
Who said that?
It's all automatic responses, Ciro. Yeah, it's all automatic responses. What they feel that people need to hear at the time. Let's see here. So, yeah, by the way, guys, remember, look at this. Look at what I made. I spent a day doing shit like this, just fucking around. So, remember, subscribe for more content because we got different shows on here, guys. We got This Just Thing. I think we're recording this week. We're getting back to This Just Thing, the Pantelis podcast. You can follow me. There's some social stuff. Remember, head over to compoundmedia.com, subscribe there for 2 Drink Minimum, the #1 podcast on the planet, the best one. You're never going to get another podcast like that, like 2 Drink Minimum. Never. You can get wannabes, never 2 Drink Minimum. What's the other one? Guys we banged. There's that one. Not as good. Not as good. Not as good at all. Let's see. They don't want to face the PC Stasi. Yeah. The problem is people are scared. People are scared to say the truth now because they're like, "Ooh, if I say it, it's gonna be unpopular and they're gonna be mad at me." It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous what the fuck's happening right now. Say, witch hunt. I didn't even put that in. I didn't get a video ready for that one, but we'll talk about it.
They're afraid of words on a fucking screen, bro. And fucking, like, it's retarded. I don't know. I find it.
It's because people.
What's the worst that can happen if you're just.
So we argue.
Yeah.
It happens. We argue with ourselves. We argue with people. It's gonna happen. And if you've noticed, a lot of times, even me, I'll learn something that I didn't know before and be like, "Ooh, fuck, yeah, okay, I didn't know that." Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You know how
Yeah,
it is.
of course,
okay,
yeah.
Wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Or okay, now I see it differently. Right now, the big thing is that they do not want to admit when they're wrong or when they overdid it. And CNN was running this fucking, because you all know that CNN decided, instead of telling the fucking news like we were expecting them to, as soon as Trump was elected, it was decided, like, forget what's really happening, just attack him for anything, okay? Which a president should be held accountable, but for real presidential shit.
Yeah.
Not for nonsense, like how he keeps saying there's fake news and it's a witch hunt. So now they ran a whole fucking story about witches that are upset at Donald Trump for using the term witch hunt. CNN ran, and there was a video of witches being like, "We don't like the fact that he's saying witch hunt. We don't want Trump to..." And they're like, "Look at Trump offending the witches." Like, they're running out of fucking stories. They're like, who else are we going to say that
That's retarded.
It's fucking... I've already said it, and I was talking about it on stage over the weekend. It's... You tune in to get the news, and he'll still show, like, this was Donald Trump speaking to people in North Carolina. And he'll say something like, "It's cold out here." it's what is this? Like the coldest city in this fucking in this state. What's going on here? And then they'll cut, be like, actually, there's a lie. It was colder in another city by 2 degrees. It's just part of the lies that Trump keeps telling people. Just insanity. It's just deal with real shit. Deal with Syria. Deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't give a fuck about
They're
the weather.
nitpicking.
It's absurd. What do I care about the weather? Whether he fucking if it's colder somewhere else or
Just any way they can try to find to discredit him.
yeah, and I give a fuck. We're not friends. We've never met. It's just pick your fucking battles.
What about the? Oh my God! What about that crowdfunding? Speaking of Trump, the crowdfunding for the wall.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, bro, amazing.
It's funny that you brought the crowdfunding up. Okay, so a couple of things on. Can't believe this. There is. So here's the thing. I don't know. I keep thinking that the wall is a ridiculous idea. It seems to me like a waste of money. It's a lot of money. It's a fucking long wall. Aren't people going to climb over it at some point? Like at some stretches of the wall? Because that's huge, right?
Well, it depends the kind of wall that you make.
Well, no. How big is the wall going to be?
Well, like, look, because they like I saw multiple designs of the wall. Like some walls.
There's designs of a wall. They designed it. Huh?
Yeah, different designs. Like there was one with like it's a wall, and then like at the top it's like
Spikes and pointy. Or whatever.
spikes, and then, like it's a ball, and like ladders can't stay steady or whatever on that shit. And then it's sort of a certain amount of feet underground, so to dig a hole would be too much of a hassle.
Listen, man, I'm from Parc-ex. They built a wall, like Ciro says right here on Acadie, TMR to keep us out, right? So I'm not a fan of those walls.
That's more of a fence.
It
bro,
is
to be
it's a
honest.
fence. Comes up to my waist, and we used to go over it anyway. The walls did help. So here's the thing. I don't think because a lot of it has to do with a lot of it is political. So a lot of having immigration or not has to do with their political stance with Mexico. So I don't think the wall is the key, and I think the wall is kind of a waste of money. But it's not my issue. I'm not. I don't live in the States, and it's not my decision. But the crowdfunding thing. Here's where people are like, if you don't care about the wall, why are you making fun of people that are mad about the crowdfunding? I'll tell you why. Because I saw someone who I had to mute on Facebook because I couldn't take her nonsense anymore. So it's like, oh my God, they raised $15 million to build the wall so far. These fucking animals or whatever. How come there's no money raised for the kids in Flint, Michigan because of the water? Now, again, in the interest of being fair and being truthful, you already know the wall, I think, is too big. I don't know if I think that's dumb, the wall. Flint, I feel very strongly that they should have done something about that fucking a long time ago. Okay? Like, you have people in the States that can't fucking drink their tap water. That's crazy. However, how are you mad at people that got together and started a GoFundMe to build anything, even if it's a wall, even if it's a fucking pyramid, right? And then you're complaining this is crazy because kids. Then why don't you start a fucking GoFundMe for the kids in Flint? You're mad at someone for raising money for something that you think is stupid, but you're not willing to put the same effort you did in creating that fucking Facebook post as you are in creating a GoFundMe.
Again,
fucking lunacy.
It goes back to this live and let live.
Live and let you fucking. So make a GoFundMe. I guarantee you the GoFundMe will probably get at its goal a lot faster too, because people it doesn't matter left, right. You don't want kids, you don't want people, especially in the fucking first world, to be without clean water. That's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Speaking of Flint, I had seen a video at some point, man. It was
When they're lighting that shit on fire in the tap and stuff.
It was snow. It was snow. They made a snowball and they were lighting it on fire, and it wasn't melting. It was turning black. The snow, bro.
That's disgusting.
It supposedly snowed. Like, that's fucked up. That's
It's
next
bad.
level shit.
And I agree, it's bad. It's not a. You see, this kind of shit. It's not a anti-mainstream media or anything. It has nothing to do with the media. That's real. That shit's happening, and people are ignoring it. But people are choosing to fight just to fight right now. That's it. It's just, what can we fight about next, guys?
They're bored. They got nothing to do.
It's the first time that you look at a mass shooter and you're like, fuck, you shot the wrong ones.
We saw that video already. So yeah, people. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about the wackiness right now of people. They're not focusing on the right. Same thing with Syria. Trump wants to pull out.
But weren't they?
People that were against troops being there, right, illegally,
Yeah.
now are like, no, why the fuck? People who said a month and a half ago, why don't you get the fucking troops out? Now he's like, you know what? Let me bring these kids home. Because who do you think is in the military mostly? For all the
Young
Americans
guys.
that are watching, it's young guys. A lot of them from poor families.
18 to.
They're trying to make a buck.
Yeah.
For their fucking families.
Not
Why
even.
should they get killed in a fucking war about oil? Now, I feel bad for the Kurds because the Turks are going to go in there and slaughter them, right?
The Kurds.
Oh,
There's Kurds in Syria.
Yeah, of course. They're the ones that are fighting against ISIS.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, my barber's a Kurd.
They're good guys.
Yeah, super chill.
They don't have a country though. That's the problem. So it's trying
Yeah.
to get them a country. Point is, so these kids, these American kids from all around the states, that he's like, you know what? Fuck it. They're in a war for other people's oils, other people's ideology. Let's bring them home. And now they're like, whoa, why do you want to leave? Why are you people who are supposed to be anti-war? Why is it that because the guy who has the fucking wacky hair is saying get out of there, now you're against it? It's like the old Bugs Bunny and what was it? Daffy Duck. Remember? Duck season, rabbit season, duck season. You remember that stuff?
Wait, hold on.
So they were talking about hunting seasons.
Yeah.
So they would say duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, and then
Oh, yeah,
what
I
he would do is
remember that
change
show.
it. He'd be like, all right, rabbit season. So then the guy would be like, you can't trick me. It's duck season, and the duck would get shot, like because he fucked himself.
Oh,
over.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just to be contrarian, just to go against, and that's what they're doing.
It's the same shit.
It's, anyways. See, I'm getting fucking upset now because innocent people are dying. Nobody gives a fuck. Witches are upset because Trump's using witch hunt, and they're
Witches.
talking about it on the fucking news.
It's not even real witches. It's just a bunch of bitches dressed up as witches.
No, yeah, I guess.
It's true, bro. You believe in witches, bro?
You're asking me. The whole thing's fucking ludicrous.
What are you gonna do? Hop on a broom and fly off, bitch? Shut the fuck up.
No, but one of them is trying to run, I think, for president. Elizabeth Warren decided she was thinking of running for president. And let me tell you guys something. Because look, just because I make fun of both parties, it doesn't mean that I can't give some advice. And I'm going to give some advice right now to the Democrats in the States. If you want to lose, please go for another push for either Elizabeth Warren or for Hillary Clinton or for stuff like that.
Isn't she the one that was 1024th Native American?
Yeah. So what you mean isn't she the one that was not Native American? Yeah, she's the one that was not Native American. For years, kept saying stuff like, you can't talk about that. I'm a Native American. Okay? And then finally she did the DNA test because she was mad that Trump kept making fun of her. Like, Pocahontas over here. She's not, because he kept saying she's not Native American. It came out that she's not Native American. She's one fucking whatever, not Native American.
24th.
For a full week, she kept saying, oh, no, I'm still Native American, until everybody around her was like, stop fucking saying that. You sound ridiculous. Just stop it. And then she's like, okay, fine, I'm no longer Native American.
But do you remember?
She lied for her whole fucking life on purpose.
That's
And she
retarded.
lied for even the week after the facts were out there. Like, it came out that she wasn't Native American, and she was on Twitter being like, you see, Native American. Crazy. So no, if you honestly, if you want to beat Trump, you know who you get to run?
Who?
The Rock.
Of course, yeah.
That's who you get
That's
to
the
run.
only way. He's the
people's champ.
Yeah, the people's champ, bro. Everyone loves The Rock. I haven't met a single person that actually dislikes The Rock.
Yeah, well, until he's president, then they're gonna start being like, he's a racist. And The Rock, if you look at his history of who he rock bottomed, mostly the whites. Racist.
Very.
He was part of a racist group with
gonna say-
Farouk and Bradshaw. The Nation, was it? The Nation of Domination, was it? They're gonna come out with ridiculous things too.
Oh my god.
See, my smokes are more native than she is. Yeah, she's not native.
My smokes. That's a good one.
Let's see what Luffy's saying.
But there was that
What
whole-
about the envelopes that people were saying were secret indictments at the Bush funeral that only keep people reserved? I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I don't think they were. It was just even same thing with the Bushes. Like Bush back in the day, everyone agreed war crimes, what he was responsible for, the people that died in Iraq.
9/11.
And then now, what are we doing to them? We're giving them, not even now, Joe Biden and Barack Obama, didn't they give them medals?
Yeah.
They fucking received medals. Now they're good people.
But do you remember there was that video of
Even Barack Obama, the drone strikes, killing children, all that. You never, the news doesn't want to talk about what's happening in Yemen. If you gave a fuck right now, right, what you should be mad about is for Trudeau, for Trump, for all them, fucking not standing up to Saudi Arabia. Being like, you fuckers, you still, you want to buy our weapons, you want this, you want that, you want to fucking kill journalists? Get the fuck out of Yemen. Nobody wants to stand up. Nobody wants to stand up. So
how are the Saudis so powerful? How did they go from like in 1990, which was
Oil.
a fucking
oil, and not just that, oil and people that are easily bought and paid for. There's certain people that no matter how much money you give them, they're not going to be okay with starving children, killing innocent people. They won't be okay with that. Those people are never in politics.
yeah.
That's the problem. Like Trudeau likes to act like he's I
Like
care
he
about
cares.
the people.
He
I
cries.
Look at me.
Crocodile tears.
Everywhere I go, I wear a different costume to show you that I'm not ridiculing you. He goes to Alberta with all the farmers.
No,
and he's dressed like a fucking cowboy.
No, he doesn't ridicule them. He ridicules himself.
He's dressed like a cowboy in Alberta. I'm like, why are you dressed like a fucking cowboy, bro? It's like, this is what the cows are. Plus, I'm saving money because I'm going to wear the same outfit at the gay pride parade next week. So it's I'm doubling up. Come on, guys. Like, it's ridiculous. He just dresses in weird fucking uniforms everywhere. And you act like you give a fuck about people, right?
But he doesn't.
Dude, I'd be like, fuck you guys.
He's fake.
Yeah.
Super fake.
Murdering fucking journal. Anyways. Now people are going to tell me, well, how do you know they did it? Well, initially, if you remember, the States, Canada, Turkey, everybody was in accordance with the evidence they had that he was fucking butchered by them.
Now, who's butchered what?
That he was, what's him, Khashoggi. He's a journalist, a Saudi. He went to Turkey, and he was getting his marriage license. He was getting married to this woman, and he walked into the embassy, and then he never walked out, and the embassy closed.
Oh,
and then,
shit.
Yeah, they cut him up in pieces. And shit.
Oh, shit.
They fucked around. So, and some people told me when I was talking about this last time. I don't remember if it was on stage or if it was on a live show or Two Drink Minimum. And they're like, why are you saying that? There's no evidence that the Saudis did it. Well, there was, because if you recall, the recordings that the governments got, the recordings that they sent to the U.S., the Turkish, because they were being, apparently the Turks were eavesdropping. They're recording everything, which you're not supposed to do in an embassy that's in your country.
Okay.
So, but everything was recorded. And Trump and everybody who was in the know said, yeah, we looked at everything. They fucked around. We're not going to take this lightly. And then they fucked around. Remember how the oil prices went really cheap?
Yeah.
Remember how the oil? Yeah, so you could stop talking about it. So the Saudis were like, okay, we'll make a deal with you guys. And everybody shut the fuck up about it for a while. And now, even that guy, what's his name? Hassan Minaj? What is it? Nicki Minaj's cousin that does stand-up? His show, The Patriot Act, on Netflix. There's an episode where he criticizes the Saudis for that. Netflix just removed that episode. They just
Are you
blocked it.
serious?
They just blocked that
That's
fucking episode.
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. We're living in an age where they control whatever they want. God damn. That's scary, bro.
Yeah. And apparently he wasn't a good guy, the journalist. He was pro-jihad. Even Luffy's writing that too. I heard that maybe he wasn't a good guy. He was a scumbag. Regardless, there's a lot of people that I think aren't good people. I don't want nobody to fucking die
Yeah.
and get murdered. You know, like those, you saw those girls, the tourists, and the Swedish girls.
Oh, my
that went
God.
to Morocco.
That
they
got
got
decapitated.
Not only did they get fucking killed, bro, but some of the people were sharing on their parents' Facebook.
Yeah.
They were putting the
sending-
pictures of
yeah.
the severed heads. That's fucked up. You gotta be a crazy person to do that shit.
I think if knock on wood, if that ever happened to me, I think I'd fly down to Morocco, bro, and just I don't know.
If you ever got your head cut off.
No, not me. Like if one of my kids, like I'd go looking for those motherfuckers.
Well, they caught them. All three were caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. The Moroccan police like, what the fuck? Like, this is not good for tourism.
Not at all, bro. Terrible.
Come to Morocco. Take a load off your shoulders.
You want to laugh? When I heard about this, not too long after, I saw an ad, I think on Instagram or Facebook about about traveling to Morocco.
About
And
trap music.
No, about traveling to Morocco, and the first thing that came to my head was like, oh, no fucking way, because of that fucking the whole situation.
I got a message that I'm competing with Owen Benjamin right now, so a lot of watchers are over there. That's pretty cool. I like Owen Benjamin. I actually reached out to Owen Benjamin to have him on the Pantelis podcast soon.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I reached out. I talked to Ali. She hooks it up. So, the news media downplayed it as well. Are you talking about Luffy? You're talking about downplaying the Moroccan thing or downplaying the Tekken 4 Poseidon versus ISIS? That'll be fun to watch. On a lighter note, because I guess we're not going to sit here and get mad at fucking the news all night. Did you get a chance to check out that new Netflix thing, Black Mirror? What is it? Dark Mirror? But it's Black Mirror, no?
Black Mirror?
Bandersnatch.
Isn't the one where you pick your own fate or whatever?
Yeah,
There's like
it's a choose your own adventure movie.
I don't know how many possibilities there are. Like I don't know what was.
There's
it?
a lot. but
5
they're pretty
million.
mu- Yeah. Is there 5 million? What?
Yeah, some crazy amount.
All right. Well, now you
Look,
make me feel
hold
like an
on.
asshole. I just
Hold
want
on.
to. I tried it.
What's it called? Bandersnatch.
Yeah, it's a lot of hype for nothing, really. It's not that. It's not as like they made it seem like it. You get way more control and much more fun in a video game, right? But there was still fun to be had. You know, you're sitting there, you're fucking around. However, I fucked up that guy's life. I killed his whole family. I made him chop
Jesus
up.
Christ.
I made him chop up his father and a lot of pizzas. So they don't find the goddamn evidence, Poseidon.
How
Right?
would you? Why? How did what? How did you
Mistakes
get
were
to
made.
that?
Mistakes were made. I was looking out for him. I was looking out for him. I didn't want him to get arrested. Okay, so what I did is I decided if I bury the body, somebody might find it. So let me just cut the body up. So I told him to chop up his father. So he chopped up his father. But then here's the thing: he's just making a video game. He didn't have time for this shit. He had to make his goddamn video game. So then he chopped up his father, and then he made the video game, and it was a success. But then years later, they found the body. And then he was arrested, and then they pulled the game off the shelves.
You know, every time people talk about hiding bodies and shit, chopping it, why don't people just cremate bodies?
Well, where's he gonna cremate it? This was in the 1980s, okay. And so I tried a couple different scenarios because it lets you go back, but I kept pretty much fucking his life up all the time.
Yo, you know what would be a super amazing way to hide a body? You built a fake sarcophagus, okay? You mummify the body. Okay, you wrap it up like it's a mummy, put it in the sarcophagus, seal it up, dig a really big hole, throw the sarcophagus in. So even if they do find it, the authorities will think it's an archaeological find.
Let me ask you, your parents were siblings, huh? Definitely siblings, not cousins. They grew up together. Maybe twins. How is this possible that you...
Whatever people comment.
Wow, the sarcophagus. I mean, yeah, carbon dating, exactly. Wow, it looks like it's been kept really well. Looks like he died last week. Who the fuck has an iPhone too? Wow, the Egyptians were advanced. They were so advanced.
That explains all those paintings on the walls, bro, with the fucking laptops. Oh, they had laptops back then. You know, have you seen those?
It's so stupid. so fucking stupid. But Bandersnatch, I mean, if you got nothing to do on the Netflix, you can definitely do it, but it's not as exciting as it's stupid. Especially if you play video games. If you're a person who knows video games, you can be like, this is fucking hacky. I could just have way more freedom, way more fun in GTA. You know what I mean?
But
And I'm just using GTA as an example, but it could be any game.
Yeah.
Depends what you want. Let's see this. I haven't tried that Black Mirror one, but I bought one on PS4 called Late Shift. Pretty good. What's that?
What is Late Shift?
Is that a game? Let's see. How to Get Away with Murder. parc-ex. Yeah, we're giving away all our stupid ideas. So listen, you're gonna need a fucking sarcophagus. I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right there, sir. You're hired. An ancient Egyptian money found on Jean Talon. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Cyril's like, wow, an ancient Egyptian mummy found on Jean Talon. There was a sarcophagus found in New Jersey.
Wow, the Egyptians made it all the way
Yeah.
to North America. Looks
There's
like
a lot of Italian slang spray painted on the sarcophagus.
just a bunch of gang signs.
Yeah. It's very suspicious.
I feel like this would be a very good scene in like a movie, but not
Sarcophagus was probably behind it.
not a serious movie about like murder or whatever, like a spoof of a movie type of thing. I feel like this would be.
Bro, I know
very-
how we're gonna get away with this. We're gonna need a sarcophagus. Poseidon should play a pimp in Bad Blood season 3. Are they gonna even have season 3? Egyptians were invaded by the First Nations. I don't even know if they're gonna have a Bad Blood season 3. I don't know what's happening with that. I haven't watched season 2 just because I asked if it has anything to do with parc-ex. People told me no, so I don't want to watch it. And also, how far do you go with this? Like, because now it's pretty recent, unless they're doing different eras.
Oh yeah, that's
Because Bad Blood, the first one was
about
the Rizzuto.
Yes, the Rizzuto family.
so, but then he died.
yeah,
They all died. The important ones in the show.
yeah.
Kim Coates, I think, survived. But wait, yeah, it's interesting. They just finished the season 2, and the season 3 was confirmed. Really, Lars, I don't like the fact that they don't mention parc-ex.
I feel like at this point they're just writing shit to write. It's not even real stuff. It's just fiction.
It was mostly filmed in Sudbury. You see, I didn't know that, but they had a lot of those outdoor scenes. The
Sudbury.
scenes that I liked, that I was speaking to Mike about in the last podcast, was the scenes that were recorded in Montreal, like downtown. I just liked seeing stuff like, oh, I know where that is. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
You know? That's why I was watching. I was watching just to see more stuff that I know. Season 2 is out
the orange cones.
in the U.S. Found it on torrent websites. It's horrible. Cyril's like, it's horrible. But it was, yeah, it wasn't. We liked it just because of what I said.
Just
the
because
fact that you're like, oh, that's our places. But in reality, if we take it, you know.
it's so cheesy. I find.
Yeah, there's a lot of. But I like Kim Coates a lot.
Who's Kim Coates?
He's the main guy who's not Italian. The guy who
Oh,
was
the
in
Irish
Sons
guy?
of Anarchy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's Declan?
Declan, yeah. That's his name on the show. But I like
He was
Kim
the
Coates.
best. He made the show. He was the best actor.
Oh, without him, yeah, it would have been
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
Well, without him, it would have looked like a low budget fucking Vanier film.
It would have been so cringy.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what movie? Oh my god, I almost got a brain aneurysm. It's a Netflix original. It's
Lars
called,
is right. That's a good description. Go on. He said
It's-
that it's like a cheap Montreal version of Sopranos. But Kim Coates is good. Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Yeah.
He makes it. Imagine that without Kim Coates. Just be a bunch of guys like, bro, you want to get shot, bro? The Devil's Angels are going to get you, bro. Why don't you just say Hell's Angels? Or what is it? No, the Devils. What is it? Heaven's Devils. Yeah. The Heaven's Devils are going to get you, bro. Why don't you say Hell's Angels? The rights are reserved, bro. The bikers. All rights reserved.
If you thought Bad Blood was cheesy, go watch the movie The Silencer.
Sounds-
It's a Netflix original. If you can make it 30 minutes into that movie,
Is it that bad?
it's terrible, bro. I was watching. It's like so unnatural. Like people, like the actors' responses and the way they respond to certain sentences and shit. It's like the guy will say something and then his wife will say something completely different, and you're like, "What the fuck just happened?"
There's movies like that, like The Room,
Bro,
for example. Where
it
it's-
hurts your head.
Yeah, it feels like aliens pretending to be humans. Like this is how I think humans interact.
Yeah, it's retarded. Even I don't interact like that, and I'm fucking.
You see, Mr. Saint Own, you mentioned, is it as bad as Arrow or The Flash? So here's the thing: a lot of these fucking shows are like that. They're super cheesy. They're super fucking cheesy, right? Like it's hard for you to get into it.
You can't because it.
You know what time it is, guys? Know what time? It's Flash time. It's like, oh come on, man, come the fuck on, dude. What are you doing?
Oh, but
what are you doing?
Have you seen like for superhero movies and shows? Have you seen behind the scenes shit when they gotta act out their superpowers?
Oh, that looks so stupid.
Bro, how?
Because it's like,
funny
okay,
is
remember,
that?
lasers are coming out of your hands right now.
Yeah.
No, more finger movement. No, that's too much. What are you, fucking stupid? No. All of this is pretend you're playing the piano. Perfect.
And then the sound effects that they make too. Like,
Choo-choo.
there was one scene where the Flash he was making like tornadoes out of his hands, and he's just there. It's just like, "Ah," he's moaning really weirdly, and you're like, what the fuck?
So you see here, look, not one St. Leonard accent. Yeah, that's another thing, Cyril. There was no St. Leo accents, no real. They could have hired fucking actors from here to at least play the locals.
But they
And
could have hired me, bro.
Bro, they had our boy Massimo. Massimo was on the show, but he played a New York guy. So the guy from Montreal played a New York guy, and they killed him fucking off. Get him to play one of the Montreal guys.
Yeah.
Get the New York guys to play New York guys. Like, no, that's stupid. Who would do that? In all our movies, all of the women characters will be played by men. The children, we're only getting animals. We're shaking it up. So stupid.
Well, what do you do if it's a movie about ancient Greece?
Ancient Greece. Bro, you know the ancient. Not the current.
The
ancient.
Asians,
Huh?
the Asians, you know,
You
the
only
Asians.
get you only get black guys for ancient Greece. You only get black guys.
Oh, that show. What's it called? The
Troy.
The fall.
The Fall of Troy, yeah.
Yeah.
Troy, that's why it did so bad. Nobody watched it. At first, they said if you don't watch the Troy because Achilles and all the gods are black, you're racist. And then everybody said, okay, I guess we're racist because we're not watching this show. Look,
I refused. I thumbed it down right away.
people don't understand. The reason why people didn't watch it is not because they're racist, is because it looks too stupid. It looks too off. Like if they're doing a Martin Luther King movie, and they cast me in it. People are gonna be like, all right, I can't watch this.
It's
This
insanity.
is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what I understand? Like,
Haitian Greece. That actually would be funny though. They just cast Preach. It's just Preach as Alexander the Great, just conquering everyone.
okay, boo boo.
Yeah. It's just fucking Preach kicking people. This is Sparta, bro. Just kick him in.
He's being carried.
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that thing he shot, bro?
Yeah,
I
he's
was
just being
dying.
carried on a thing,
I
yeah.
was at a Tim Hortons, bro, at like 11 at night,
Oh, you were watching the video?
and I was watching the video outside. It was in the summer, and I'm watching the video, and it was actually on the news on the TVA. Was it? TVA Nouvelle.
Put on the news.
Bro, it was on the news, bro. And I'm watching the news on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is this black dude? And I'm like, hold on. And it zooms in and it's Preach, bro. And I'm at the Timmy's and I just start dying of laughter. Bro, we're talking about crying, tears coming out of my eyes, and people just staring at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That is funny.
And I tried to explain myself, my friend, like a retard.
He's pissing people off. Why would you piss people off? That's not nice. Why I gotta get people upset?
Oh, man. Anyways.
So yeah, that it's people don't like when their fandom, not just when they're like even if it's a comic book, right? So if people are you gonna have a problem if Superman is black or whatever? Personally, to me, it would feel stupid just because he's not. But it's the same stupidity that I would feel if they make Blade white. I'm not gonna watch it, not because I don't like white people. It's just because Blade is not white. If you make Blade white, Black Panther, no, Black Panther. The Asians are marginalized. Black Panther's Japanese for the sequel.
Not-
I'd be like, what the? I don't want to watch.
Or if they do the opposite, if they make a movie about feudal Japan and they put a bunch of Italians.
Well, they did that almost. They had Tom Cruise, or who was the last samurai? It was Tom Cruise.
No, but that was the story. It was revolved around him being fucking caught by the Japanese army and then being indoctrinated or whatever.
Everybody's like, it is important for our culture. And then he walks in. He's like, yo, what's happening? With I'm the last samurai, guys.
No, but could you imagine?
I'm here to
feudal
rescue you.
And it's a bunch of Italian guys from New Jersey walking up with fucking a samurai sword. Bro, you owe me
Chino, bro. These fucking chicks, bro. They keep looking at me funny. I'm here to help, bro.
I have a joke.
Oh God.
That a girl told me that found it hilarious. Okay, but I found it fucking
She
stupid.
just slides a picture of you.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
You're like hilarious, Samantha.
She
Hilarious.
goes, I didn't find it funny, for the record. She goes, you be the judge. She called me an asshole for not finding it funny. I was like, oh, whatever.
So you're gonna tell me a joke that she told you, and you want my criticism?
Yeah.
All right, it's coming, sir.
So
And
she goes,
hey, chat, stay active. I want everybody to criticize this fucking joke.
so she goes,
Stay active.
she goes, my mother is Chinese.
She's doing that with her fucking
Yeah,
fingers. Okay,
with her
I already don't like her.
She's fucking stupid. My mother is Chinese, my father's Japanese, and I'm messed up.
I don't like this girl. Let me tell you something. Number one, she's incredibly racist. Very insensitive. And it's not even funny. It's just the funniest part is you laughing about how stupid it is. That's the funniest fucking part of this. What a doof. But speaking of the Chinese, because we've spoken about them for a few minutes now. Well,
Yeah.
we'll spoke about the Japanese, but same thing.
Well, no.
No, it was
Japanese, Chinese.
I know, dude.
Remember.
I know. I said it as a joke in reference to what you just said, because I said don't be racist, and then I said something that was racist. That's the joke, Poseidon.
I know.
Don't take shit, dude. I'm gonna tie it all in together. This is what comics like to do. It's called a callback. So you remember when we were talking about the Parkland shooting kids?
Yes.
So did you see that David Hogg? He was the one that kept going on every news station, being like, "I should be president." That weird. The
And
kid who,
doing
the
this.
fist thing, the white power kid, yeah, him. So,
Fucking weirdo.
so the little racist kid who was against guns, he got accepted into Harvard.
We spoke about this, didn't we?
No, not on this.
Are you sure?
I don't. Maybe we did. I don't remember.
Maybe last live.
And this is a
during
super
Christmas.
callback. I'm a fucking expert now.
Okay.
So, because we were talking before about the kids getting shot, and he made fun of the survivors because they're yappy too much. So he got accepted into Harvard, and he has a low GPA
We
on
did
his
talk
SATs.
about this.
I don't know if it was here that we talked about it.
Are you sure?
I don't remember.
feels
People
like it.
will tell me.
Anyways.
Whatever. The point is that he was accepted into it with
Yeah.
like I think 1,200 or whatever, and the lowest scores that people getting in now are like 1460. And all the Chinese kids, all the Asian kids basically that
Yeah,
have
they needed,
super
like-
high scores, and they still wouldn't let them in.
Like
right?
a million they needed.
Yeah, like a million. Yeah, a lot. They needed to break the system, bro. Oh, we talked about on this just thing. Thank you, Frank. So, what's fucking crazy right now is that if you think about it, you're like, oh, Louis C.K., why is he making fun? Dude, this is fucking amazing. The fact that he's making fun, because now you look at reality, the people that you should be complaining, not to Louis C.K., you should be complaining to how racist Harvard is for not letting the best students in who happen to be Chinese in favor of a kid who his only claim to fame is that he keeps going on CNN talking about how people in his school got shot. Not even his friends.
But here's what I don't understand. Okay.
Yeah, they're discriminating against the chinks. Yeah, against Asians. Yeah.
They're not even discriminating technically against chinks because these are assimilated chinks, right? They're most
Stop
of them
saying
are
chicks, bro. Yeah.
most of them are called fucking Bob, Ken. Like I've met most
No,
of
no,
the
but
Asians
even
I've met.
international students. It's not just Americans. It's from all over. The point is that the best of the best want to go to Harvard. They made it. This was last year. It came out. There was internal emails that came out. They were making it harder because they're like, oh, there's too many fucking Asians here. They're making it harder on Asians. You're a fucking school. Take the best of the best.
Yeah.
It's like they're
If
doing.
not, close your school to international students. No.
You take the best of the best. It's
That's
like what Trudeau tried to do here with the government. Maybe bad experience. Maybe their English isn't so good. Yeah. No, apparently that's funny. Apparently, Fred, it is. Their English was fine. Like he said, they had a lot of. They're basically Americans that. They're of Asian.
At the end of the
descent.
day, they're Americans with slanty eyes.
Yeah. And third. It's like what you said. The Chinese are like third class Chinese, like the lower ones. What did you say in 2 drink minimum? So they're the low class Chinese. They're low budget Chinese.
Who?
The ones that are going in.
The
there.
ones from Nam.
Yeah.
The ones from
The
Nam.
ones from Nam, bro. So they did this. This came out last year, and instead of people coming out and being like, "Oh, that's racist," let the best. It's what Trudeau did with the government here.
Yeah.
So the government here, when he came
Half
out,
women, half men.
he said he wanted 50-50 and he wanted but in a government that you can want that in a fucking parade. In the government, I want the best of the best. If the best are all women, I want 100% women in the government. That's all I want.
100% agree.
If they're all black guys, if they're all white guys, all Greek guys, I don't give. If they're all lizards, the best of the best, that's all I want in the government because it's a very important job.
Well,
The
but
second you tell me, no, this is the best doctor, but we don't need the best doctor because he's black. We have a lot of the black ones. We're going to get this Jewish one. Be like, whoa, is the Jewish one the second best? Fourth best, but he's the first Jew. So, no. Yeah, I want the best of the best.
Yeah.
I don't care your race, your religion, your gender, none of that.
I
The best
agree
of the,
100%.
especially in the government, the best of the best. So when you play this shit, you're like, oh, I don't want the best students because they're all Asians. I'd rather have Hogg because he's on CNN all the time. That's insane. Anyways, we're saying this, but like, why would they give a fuck? I mean,
'Cause
these are the same fucking people that don't give a shit about the pedophiles. They promote
Yeah.
fucking all those pedophiles in Hollywood.
Before we finish on this subject, I just want to get it off my chest. You know what other way you can differentiate the Japanese from the Chinese? The Japanese, it's
This is gonna be racist. It is. Okay, go on.
the Chinese, it's ha. That was terrible.
Look, I'm gonna apologize on behalf of him and his family. I'm gonna apologize right now. I'm very sorry. Lars, what's your question? Is it Harvard or Yale that just had a black-only graduation ceremony? I saw that. Yeah, one of them. I remember it was a little while back. One of them did an all, like just racist to be racist and then pretend like you're not racist. That's what they're doing.
Anyways,
Because they're pretending like it's not racist if you're racist against white people. It's not racist if you're racist against Jews. It's not. Yes, it is. It's racist if you're racist against anyone.
yeah.
It's
Has
just don't be
nothing to
fucking.
do- yeah.
Don't judge based on race. Judge based on merit.
By the way, the private number that was calling last live stream is calling again. Should I answer just for the fuck of it?
It's Homer or Gates are trying to fuck with you. Nah, cause fuck it, cause they're gonna they're gonna make you
So,
mad.
you know what? No, because they keep calling. Let's put them on the spot.
No, you talk to them. You don't need to
Yeah?
put them on the spot. Yeah.
Okay. Yo, where the fuck is watching? Call again. Look, no, it's not ringing now. You see this?
Trying to fuck with you, bro.
You see this shit, bro?
Cause you're fun to fuck with.
I
It's very
am fun
pleasant.
to fuck with.
It's like stress balls.
Yes.
You wouldn't
I
squeeze
could-
just anybody, but those fucking stress balls are so fun.
I could take a lot.
I could take abuse, guys.
I could.
Mental, physical, sexual.
Psychological. What? Psychological.
He could dish it out too.
Yeah.
All right, while we're on this,
But mainly physical. I prefer to dish it out physically.
watch this. Look at this shit. Wham bam. So I'm also promoting. Remember, subscribe to the Pantelis podcast while you're at it. All right, guys. It's available on the Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, which is right here, Google Play, TuneIn, and those other apps that you get on your phone where you decide where the RSS feed goes. PantelisComedy.com has more of that. And here's what I want to start doing with the Pantelis podcast, because I'm having fun with the live streams here, interacting with people. So I want more of, even though they're interviews, I want to take some time to just answer questions from people who send stuff in, because it's always fun. So send them to askpantelis@gmail.com, of which I recently remembered the password to again, because I lost it. I lost the password. But I never lost the password. I forgot what the password was, because I had it on my old phone. Remember when I switched from Pixel 2 to Pixel 3?
Oh.
Yeah, and then it was the only one because it was a new account. It wasn't saved in my because I have that Chrome key shit where it saves your password.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I fucked it. But now I got it back. I did I had an old account that was associated with it as my recovery. Whatever. The point is, now it's back up. So if you send them to askpantelis@gmail.com, I'll read your questions and we can have them on the show. So it could be about anything. If you think I could help, or if you think
It could be personal questions about me.
I guess, yeah.
I'm lonely.
He answered your questions. Is Poseidon lonely? He's fucking super lonely. So yeah, and all the social media stuff are there. And remember to subscribe to the YouTube so you can be notified of when we're doing shit like this. Yeah.
But damn.
Look at that. Yeah, so you see, that's what I was talking to you guys about. I was messing around. I was looking at anything you want to learn, you learn on fucking YouTube. I was looking at tutorials, and I figured out how to do a bit more stuff. And then the more we do this, the more I'm gonna learn how to do extra shit. I'm learning.
You're
Soon
goddamn right.
Yeah, soon we're gonna be able, especially if we hire someone, we're gonna be able to do multicam live streams. So that'll be good because that's the stuff we were discussing with Mike a while back for like 2 drink minimum and shit like that. So that'll be fucking badass.
You're gonna need somebody fast on their hands, like pop, 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 switching between.
Yeah, if they
cameras,
do it the way I do it, yeah. But mine, it's an art. It's an art. Let's see here. Ever gonna have a live audience? So yes. So I'll get to that question in a second, Sarah. I'm gonna answer Fred first. What program? Yeah. So I'm using OBS. So I'm using that OBS Studio, and I went on some YouTube tutorials. Some guy called I learned from a couple of them. Some guy called Nick Nimmin or something had a good video about certain transitions, and he like I learned how to do how to put up like videos and websites and how to hide them and put them like little things. It's really not complicated. Once you learn it, you kind of have it. So yeah, OBS. It's fucking free to use. Get OBS, and you go through there directly to the YouTube. Because if you do it directly from YouTube, it's fucking stupid. They make you use a webcam, or it's kind of garbage. You don't have as much.
Wait, what?
Like
When you want to go live?
yeah, like when I wanted to go live, they're like, "Oh, we're only gonna let you use Hangouts or use your webcam." It's like, are you stupid?
What? Why? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
It's like it look like it's a fucking snuff film.
That's fucking.
Yeah, I have cameras. Like, let me use the camera. And not just that, it doesn't let me on YouTube do all these transitions and shit. So when I want to bring up, you use OBS Studio and you put that stream key through, then I could put up whatever videos I want. So it's fucking perfect.
Seems to me like YouTube just wants to drag people down.
YouTube just stopped the stream and started another video. Oh, that's what Homer says. I don't know what that means.
What?
Homer says that YouTube stopped the stream. Is the stream stopped it? Did they get mad at me?
Oh shit.
What did they say? Oh, it started a second stream. I don't know.
That's strange.
Well, I don't know. That's what Homer's saying. Could be true. But it looks like we're live right now, so I don't
No,
know what the fuck
I'm
he's talking
live
about.
right now.
Works for me. Yeah, Homer's full of shit. Oh, well.
Hold on.
But at some point, YouTube's going to get more mad because what they did to us with this just thing. So we started this just thing with Phil, and you remember last year. So I think I had gotten in trouble for something else on my channel a while before. But it's all about shit I say. It's never about like stealing people's shit, you know? Yeah. So then we had said, do you remember which episode it was that we got fucked over? It was during the Macedonia episode, something about Kanye West. There's an episode we pissed YouTube off, apparently. And then since then,
Wasn't it this is America? Wasn't that the one?
no, we were already in shit, and then we got in trouble for that one too. But so, and then they started doing that fucking shadow ban thing, where in the beginning, people that were hitting the bell icon still weren't getting notified.
Really?
Yeah, and then we had to send in those fucking stupid emails. Then we started I was like, oh, we're just losing subscribers or whatever. Then people were getting unsubscribed. They're like, I already subscribed. Like, why? You made me subscribe again. I was like, I don't have control over this shit.
That's weird.
You know?
That's strange. Suspicious. But yo, by the way, thank God I just had this Red Bull. I feel good.
I told you, bro. The Red Bull's
I feel
smart
good, bro.
to keep going. Because I figured if we're gonna keep people up,
Yeah.
fucking we keep going. Imagine we're like, yeah, join us 10:30, and then 10:50 we're like, all right, guys. Thank you for sticking around,
20-minute live stream.
dudes. Kanye is gonna be on Rogan.
Oh,
I saw that.
That's gonna be so interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, I might tune in for that one.
you should tune in for that one. I was thinking of sending something into to Joe Rogan. I was sending actually I wanted to send a package over Christmas, but I didn't to the studio there. That's gonna be fucking badass. And they were talking about that even before. I think when we were there, like it was like it would be cool for Kanye to go on and shit like that. And I didn't think it was gonna happen just because Kanye kept like, I want to have a serious interview, and then Rogan kept reaching out, and even on Twitter, and nothing. So now I don't know why he changed his mind.
Do you remember that Twitter rant Kanye went on?
Yeah, I remember.
I think we spoke about this.
We spoke about him fucking around with Drake.
last live stream, right?
No, we spoke about it on this just thing.
Again.
Or no, we spoke about it on 2 Drink Minimum. Dude, I'm on too many fucking shows. I'm on too many fucking shows.
But yeah. Oh man, he went off. How many hours was he fucking just tweeting? Shit?
Let's see here, George. Hey, George, what's happening, Gigi? When is he gonna be on? They don't know yet. Today, what I was told was that it's confirmed, and it's supposed to happen soon. Initially, what was supposed to happen was, I think it was supposed to start the year like this, so it might be the next episode. So
Interesting.
technically, it could be Thursday, but I'm not gonna say that. I don't know.
You never know.
And by the way, I wouldn't. If I knew, I wouldn't say I don't know. I would say I know, but I can't. I wouldn't like. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't lie to you. Like I don't know, because I don't like that shit of
Yeah.
oh, okay, I don't know. And then after, like, I knew, but I was hiding it.
Yeah,
The only
sounds.
the only thing that I knew that I hid for a while was when we were going to be on Rogan. But I told you guys that there was a big announcement. I even told you the day of.
Yeah.
Like I told you, keep this day on your calendar. I had even mentioned it on Two Drink Minimum. No, on Pantelis podcast, that this day special event. So just people could keep it in their heads. The only reason why I didn't say it is because I didn't want to steal the thunder, because the Rogan guys hadn't announced it yet. And normally you don't do that like to another show. Like, it's same thing with Kumia when we went on the first time. We didn't announce it, me and Mike, until they did. So it's just out of respect. But I never said like, oh, I don't know. I said there's something big coming. I even told people around me, I go, we're gonna do a big show. Just
You threw some respect on the Joe Rogan name.
well, yeah, you can't be a cunt and
No,
it's
of course.
just-
No, I agree 100%.
like yeah, like it's
I agree 100%.
right?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't do anything bad. If we had said like we just we're here randomly and we knew, but we didn't tell them, but we warned people. We go, it's a big show. We're gonna be in LA. We had other stuff to do, but the main thing was this show on this date. So we hinted that it was gonna be big. And I mean, it's the biggest show on the planet. So how much bigger?
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah. So how much bigger could it have been? It's not like oh well, he wasn't on CNN.
I love the memes about Joe Rogan, though.
Yeah. Have you tried DMT?
It's
But have you done DMT, bro?
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, χρόνια πολλά, καλή χρονιά, parc-ex boys. Wish you health, happiness, and success. You too, brother. Happy New Year.
Have
Hold
you?
on, I want to see something here. You should stream on Twitch. They have a podcast section. Fuck YouTube. So I agree with you that YouTube is like Oh, there's George. George Tadrizo's on. George, Happy New Year, buddy. So I agree with you about the YouTube thing. They have been fuckers lately. I already started a Twitch channel, and I had put like Pantelis podcast episodes there just to archive them, to keep them. But I never really promote because I'm not on Twitch. And I don't know. I just got used to the YouTube thing. But there's a chance that we move. There's a chance.
Has it like how's it been doing on Twitch?
Well, I don't use it.
Oh,
so I don't
okay.
promote it. Like there's like the videos are there. I have them as like a backup archive.
Okay.
Because my idea was that at some point we're gonna have to switch, because the way YouTube was demonetizing channel, they were being real
Switch
cunts.
to Twitch.
Switch to Twitch. So I had a backup. Like I always have backup contingencies. I even already have an account with stream.me just in case. Like I plan ahead.
You're
you know
ahead.
me.
You're ahead of the ball.
You know me. I'm
Yeah. The ball's rolling. This
Yeah.
is the ball rolling, and this is you, fucking motherfucker. Ahead. Way
did
ahead.
YouPorn have a podcast section? We should.
Yo, actually, that's not a bad idea.
It depends who's. If it's us, it's not a bad idea. It would be
But
hilarious.
Pornhub did that already, is doing that. They have a
Yeah, but you don't want. Look, if
they
you
have a Pornhub podcast. They call
But if
it.
you're
And they get a
but if
bunch
you're
of
on
porn stars.
Pornhub, yeah, you don't want that. We had porn stars on Two Drink Minimum. We had Heidi Van Horny. You don't want. If you want that, because you're already watching the porn, you want non-porn people shitting on you and commenting on the porn. That's funnier. Like if you have
That
me,
is pretty funny.
you, Mike, or something talking shit about the scenes, that's
That is
funny.
pretty funny.
But if you have somebody being like, well, it was very hard to light the room because my erection was intense, and you don't want that. You want somebody being like, yo, what's that thing on his dick? That's a,
Commenting on like awkward scenes and
yeah.
shit.
You're like, that's terrible acting.
Oh man, there was one scene that drove me nuts. I was dying of laughter. It was a porn scene.
I was wondering what you gave to. It was a porn scene, bro. It fucking scarred me. That's not how a pizza guy would act. He would demand respect.
Oh, it was with Sasha Grey.
She was the one that was in Entourage, no? You've never watched Entourage,
The movie or the show?
the show.
No, I've never watched it.
You watched the movie?
Yeah.
You didn't watch the movie either.
No, I did watch the movie.
Okay, because the way
it
you
was
asked,
all right.
it was all right.
Yeah.
It's weird that he's never seen the show because he's living the life of Turtle
Who's Turtle?
in Entourage. That you say who's Turtle, but I guarantee you, people
Oh,
in
wait,
this,
hold on. Oh, Turtle, is that
people
the guy?
who are in the chat right now that have seen Entourage, he is our goddamn Turtle, and you know it. You know he's our goddamn Turtle. Like, think about it. Fucking flying first class, driving. Oh shit, he is, yeah, driving around his. We
Oh,
get him
fuck.
with goddamn jeepies. We bring him down to New York. Everywhere. Like, you're fucking Turtle. Totally right, yeah, he's Turtle. But it's all right. I'm fine with it.
I don't mind.
No, you don't
But,
mind.
oh, yeah, so the scene was there was a dude, he was a mechanic. Okay. And where was she the mechanic?
Oh yeah, who is it? Etienne wrote that. Yeah, Etienne, dude. That you don't want that to have that cuck who was with Heidi Van Horny as a guest in another podcast. Yeah, he was very loud. He was screaming. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was fucking annoying.
Yeah, but I think also he didn't, because me and Mike didn't know the dynamic. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was her husband or boyfriend. I didn't fucking know. I came in late that day. Remember? I came in like a minute before we had started recording. So I didn't know. Mike didn't either. So after we figured it out, especially when I rewatched it because there was complaints like on Compound Media, like who the fuck is this guy? I was like, yeah, this guy was fucking annoying. But he didn't know it was his first podcast. He also
Yeah.
he took it like cutting people off. Like he would come in, Jimmy the Pimp, in mid sentence. That could work in a conversation like 8 guys sitting around, people are yelling.
Yeah.
But in a podcast scenario where people are listening to
You
you,
don't know the dynamic. Yeah.
no, not just you don't cut people. Like I tell you a lot. Sometimes you do that where the beginning of your sentence gets cut off by the middle of mine. Like so.
Or you mean where the beginning of mine cuts off the middle of yours?
There you go. So things like that. But he just didn't know. He didn't know Jimmy the Pimp. Was he her pimp? He was her friend. I don't fucking know.
Obviously, he's fucked her.
Why do you say obviously? I doubt it.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I don't think so. From what? No.
Wasn't he saying a story at some point that he would spit in her mouth and she would
yeah,
spit
it's
in his?
true. Do you remember? So yeah, somebody had told me because I told him as soon as because it's I just remember that she spat in his mouth. Like that's what he said. Remember, he's like she spat in my mouth. Like she was.
That's such a nasty thing to do.
Yeah, you were here for that episode, no?
Yeah, I was sitting right there.
Yeah, so I remember that, and then I made fun of him, and somebody was like, "Oh, why'd you do that?" But like, how do you not make fun of the guy? Because as soon as he did that, I was like, "Okay, that's when she knows I'm not fucking this guy." I said a joke like that, like if he lets me spit in his fucking mouth, when I first meet him, I'm not fucking this guy. So,
But for a girl spat in my mouth, I think I'd punch her in the face.
no, but he asked for it. I think he said, "Spit in my
What?
mouth," yeah, and then she's like, "All right,
Who the fuck motherfucking asked for fucking?
who cares? That's their thing."
Anyways,
I don't give a fuck. It didn't do anything.
I'm
to me.
not gonna judge.
She was fucking nice with us. He apart from the yelling, he didn't fucking.
Yeah, it's true.
He didn't do anything. So, you got to pick your anger. I get angry at people who really fuck around.
Yeah.
He was bad for like people listening. They didn't like the fact that he kept yelling into the mic. But I mean, he didn't do anything to it.
Well, imagine those people listening are wearing headphones.
Oh, they were so pissed.
It's like at some point, it's like, like imagine if somebody was speaking low, like, and then they increase the volume, and then this guy fucking comes out like a fucking T-Rex.
Look, Lars is like, how much of a cuck do you have to be? His fucking life goal was to get spat in the mouth by a girl who gets cum shot in the face for a living.
Oh my god.
Yeah. When you break it down, it's way more disgusting. Cyril's like, only punch her in a McDonald's parking lot. Yeah. There's a reference to Poseidon's McDonald's adventures. How's your dick, by the way?
Oh, it's great. My day. I think I just had a stressful October.
Yeah, and then I think in November, I think you got super motivated. I honestly think that the LA trip, all that, despite the fact that you were pepper sprayed and robbed, I think apart from that, it motivated you because of all the excitement. You saw what the world is capable of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
What
if
do
you
But
thought
hold on, wait. I'm confused. What do you mean it motivated me?
it motivated you, like you got out there, you went to LA for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
You got robbed. You went to the comedy store. You were pepper sprayed.
Man, a lot of bro. How much happened in 4 days in LA? That's retarded.
A lot of was.
Imagine if I stayed there for a month. I'd end up in a ditch. Dead.
Well, we completely forgot because this whole episode was supposed to be about just the recap of the year we had, which we never did yet.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what it was like, the New Year's, but it doesn't matter. It's
Oh.
whatever people enjoy. That's the good thing about the
Yeah.
live thing. But it was a fucked up year. Like, we fucking killed it this year. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Like, I almost got arrested multiple times.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have been able to even make the trip to New York. I almost got arrested 2 days before I went
Yeah.
down to New York.
Yeah.
You remember that shit? For the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
The dumbest shit.
So you gotta stay away from trouble, bro. You gotta stay away from trouble. You got too much turtle business happening right now. You could sit here and ride my coattails and you'll be fine. So just stay out of trouble.
The main thing I got to do is move out. 2019, it's happening.
2019, you should move out.
2019, it's happening.
Well, I feel like it will because if you look at 2018,
Yeah.
nobody would have believed how crazy of a year it turned out to
Yeah.
be. Like everything. Think about it from the beginning.
But it
Two-drink
started
minimum.
off slow a bit.
It started off
For
slow,
me.
January.
I don't know about you.
Well, it started off. The second 2-drink minimum. Bless you.
I'm very sorry.
Like when 2-drink minimum be like the first step. We were trying, and then the second
Yeah.
started to become big. It was fun. Then there was Just for Laughs.
Oh my God,
There
Just
was
for Laughs
Kumia
was
show.
insanity in 1 week.
Jim and Sam, we got to go on that. One of my fucking heroes, Ron Bennington, got to go on the Bennington show. Then Kumia again. Fucking Joe Rogan, biggest show on the planet. Like, it was a fucking insane year. And I'm telling you, dudes, I think that's just the beginning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jamie Trudeau, yeah, Fred's right. Jamie Trudeau was shown to the world in
Oh, the trash guy.
2018. Yeah, the fucking number 1/3 mic on the planet. So it was a crazy year, and we have way more in store for 2019. I think 2019 might even be bigger. Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, we're trying.
I love it.
Yeah, fuck it. Like I don't know. I think people are pissed off about this whole like all these shitty people that were doing a lot of stuff. Were in the limelight. Like all these racists that pretend like they're not racist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
white
yeah.
people suck. Jews suck. All these fucking people. It's like stop fucking judging people based on their whatever the fuck. Just be people.
I've
So,
met some Jews, fucking sweethearts.
What's your best moment, Poseidon, of 2018? The question is for both of us. You'll start.
Okay, like the best moment in terms of like.
Anything. It's your best moment out of 2018. When you think back, you're like, that's my 2018 moment.
The live podcast at Just for Laughs.
Oh yeah, that was your big.
Yeah, I enjoyed that so much. I don't know why. With
Yeah.
Robert Kelly just ripping me. I don't know. I
Nick-
just because
And Nick Swartzen.
I was like, "Fuck, how do I reply to this?" But it was just hilarious, you know. I don't know. That was my top moment of 2018.
That's a good moment. I don't know. I mean, all of it was crazy for me. Like it seems unbelievable. Even though Joe Rogan is the biggest show on the planet, and it's like, I guess one of the biggest credits you could get now as a comic. Like it's huge. I think for me, personally, and because of my life goals and all that, I think my biggest moment was just being at Just for Laughs, being part of Just for Laughs,
Yeah,
performing,
because you
and
had,
doing the podcast. Either one, just the fact of being there. But I liked performing, like at the Plaza with Mike, so that was pretty cool. But it just being part of the crew, being part of the team, being a comedian
Yeah.
at Just for Laughs, for me was huge, for me. And it's not downplaying, to DM or Joe Rogan or anything like that. They're all huge moments.
yeah,
But I think it was so unbelievable because the year before, if you remember, we were together at Just for Laughs.
yes.
But I wasn't part of Just for Laughs.
And then
And I made a goal. I said, next year I have to be here. If I'm not a comic at Just for Laughs next year, I quit. Like, that's my goal. And everybody thought it was crazy. And then everything fucking...
and then you were at Just for Laughs.
And then after that, as if that goal wasn't high enough, a few months later, it's like, how can you beat this? Fucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But another one of my favorite
But
moments.
it's Mike, dude. It all goes down. The biggest moment was me doing all this with Mike, connecting with Mike Ward. That's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's the catalyst of everything.
Oh yeah.
It's Mike
That's what set everything off.
It's Mike being nice when he doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what moment I really enjoyed?
Hmm.
When we were walking to the live podcast for 2 Drink Minimum at Just for Laughs, is when those two weirdos asked for an autograph from me.
I don't remember.
That was such a funny and ridiculous moment because they just asked for an autograph on a post-it note, an orange post-it note. Okay?
Yeah.
But the way you were walking in, you had your hair fucking flapping and shit.
Because I was late.
Yeah. I was just trying to keep up and shit. I see these people sign. They want an autograph, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, just fucking sign it, bro. It made, like, I don't know, it was just crazy. Like,
But it was weird because I was so tired because they were keeping us. The thing is, Just for you guys are gonna notice with the who's ever subscribed to Compound and watches the episode that's coming out this Friday with Josh Blue, winner of Last Comic Standing.
oh, I thought you were gonna say something like retarded comedy or something.
No.
That would be funny.
No, bro, he's fucking a cool ass dude.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So yeah, it was because it was the last thing we recorded was on the last day. We were finished. Especially me, it takes me halfway through to start like waking up and then saying all kinds of crazy shit. At what point I forgot what I said, but it was fucking insane. And Josh Blue's like, because Mike's laughing, he's like, and Josh Blue's shocked. He's like, "What kind of podcast is this?" It was something insane. There was something insane about OJ. I don't remember, but it was fucking crazy. So, yeah, because you were saying about that. So we were so tired because the thing was we had the live podcast was on one day, but then because it was 3 shows with Mike, I think, and it was at Plaza Star. It was the Friday, the Saturday, basically
Yeah,
the
it was 2 shows.
schedule. So the schedule was kind of spread out. So we had like shows. Then we had, everybody. You don't see these guys, like all the comics from LA, the guys that you become friends with. You don't see them all year round unless you're in a city that happens to be with them. So you're excited. So you're hanging out all night. Then you're meeting people. Like for me, I met people that I had worked with before, like at the Communist. But also, I got to meet people for the first time that I would idolize, people that I like comics. So to me, it was fucking crazy to be at the same table, and so there was so much happening. So we're always tired. But it was the best experience, And then it was cool seeing a lot of people that you met, you become friends with. And when we went down to LA, see them again, and comics, we get along with because we're all fucking weirdos with other comics. So you're not scared to offend someone. You don't second guess when you're speaking to a comedian. You just say whatever the fuck you want to say, and you know how they're gonna take it, and you fuck around. Whereas when you're speaking to civilians, sometimes you're like, I don't know, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. I don't know how this person's gonna react.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
volatile shit.
But yeah, what's the question? Not sure if anyone. Okay, that we see. Lars says, no matter how big of a year you had, you didn't travel through Cuban village looking for a whore.
Oh my
It's true.
god! I can't believe I forgot about that.
We forgot about
How did I
Poseidon's
forget it?
Cuban adventure
But that was fun.
for
That
you,
had
not
so-
for the villages that you fucking ravaged.
Listen, those women were blessed with my cock, my Greek
Do,
cock.
do you guys remember? Do you guys remember at the end of that episode, I made a little clip, like a little video clip that I played, that music where you missing Maria? I don't know if anybody saw that. If
Oh, is it on YouTube?
no, it was on Compound Media. But I had made a little clip at the end with
I
all
did
your
watch it.
all your actual footage that you gave me, like you on that fucking horse thing, going looking for prostitutes.
yes. Oh, that was very good. That was very well done.
Yeah,
I should have asked one of the villagers to take a picture of me on the on the horse carriage.
yeah,
just
but you didn't
chilling.
think about that. Would have been amazing because you were like Jabba the Hutt going.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking amazing.
But I was thinking, do they know how to use fucking cellular devices?
yeah, they're gonna. This is how they use it. They're gonna take it and then run.
No, they don't. They don't.
I'm
rob
eating
tourists.
for a year.
They don't rob tourists.
No, I'm obviously exaggerating. Question for Pantelis. Is there any plan for you doing comedy in French? Etienne, let me tell you something. I've spoken to Mike about this at length, who is a big motivator of myself. So here's what I said. And I spoke to JC Surrett about it too over the weekend. If you guys like French comedy, JC Surrett, my boy, he's fucking hilarious. Look him up too. Here's what I'm going to do. So, because people talk a lot about like sous-écoute, and I think I'm going to go on there. I think Poseidon too, I'm not sure. But
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Well, because people keep saying just get the 2 drink minimum guys, because we speak French to do that. So I think if people find it funny, me speaking in French, yeah, JC is good. Etienne says, yeah, he's very good. If people find it funny, if I go on sous-écoute and people like it, then I am, because at most, if I know that already just translated it's funny, then I know that I already have material. I could use my stuff in French for people who don't speak English, because they still want to laugh. Because I still go... My French, the problem with my French is my accent. That's the problem with my French. I find that my accent is fucking ridiculous. But I speak French. I mean, I was raised here, so people are always surprised. But no, I speak French. So I don't want it to be like... My accent isn't strong enough to be the joke. Like, there's a lot of comedians that it's just French, just the accent that makes them, like, hey, I don't know how to speak. That I don't do, So I still want it to be the comedy,
But I
yeah,
feel
but
like-
you see Mike Patterson. Mike Patterson tells me that French comedy is easy. So he's a motivating factor too.
I feel like you'll get the hang of it after the,
Mais oui, je parle français. C'est juste que j'ai un accent, comme vous entendez, très fort. Alors, that's the problem.
It's a Englishized accent. I find a bit.
Yeah, Mike Patterson is doing great, and they love him. But he's lovable too. I'm very hateable. So yeah, I'm thinking, look, if I do the sous-écoute and people like it and they're like, oh fuck it, he's funny in French, then yeah, I'll do it, because it all goes back to a comment somebody had written once with me and Mike, and that kind of motivated me. That when I felt the comment somebody wrote, like, hey, how come they wrote in French? I think it was on 2 Drink Minimum Facebook. I don't. Somebody had wrote like, it's not fair that he's from Montreal and he's like only Americans.
Oh yeah, I read that.
Are getting to enjoy his comedy.
Yeah.
You should do it in French for us. That actually made me feel bad, because I was like, oh fuck, like I started in a weird way. I was like, fuck, it's right. It feels weird for them. Like, hey, he's our guy from here. Why are
Yeah.
we not enjoying this? If we don't
Yeah.
speak English, this guy's funny and they're laughing. Well, I want to enjoy it too. And that kind of, I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, I should. I want to show some love to Quebec and get them to laugh too.
And maybe a bit.
Let's see. This message is
France.
held for review. Why are they holding this? When you do sous-écoute, I need fucking tickets. Yeah, I'll let you guys know whenever. Me and Mike haven't talked about dates or anything. It's just because we keep getting fucking, especially like on Twitter and stuff. Like, people write it every once in a while, or on Facebook. So it's hard to forget. Like, we keep seeing it every couple of episodes. If you do French comedy, you're gonna make headlines often. They're ruthless motherfuckers. Oh, you mean headlines like La Presse and getting mad at me? Oh, I don't give a fuck. That's what... Here's the thing. So, because I guess Mike doesn't give a fuck anymore either, so we're all on the same page. Mike could give a fuck less, because people now know. People locally know that they're full of shit, right? Like, remember the Hells Angels thing?
Oh, my
We're
God.
fucking Rogan, one of the biggest show on the fucking planet, and all they take from a fucking, 2-3 hour podcast is, oh, Mike said the Hells Angels, they were cool to him. Like... idiots. Instead of being like, yo, fucking Mike Ward from Quebec City was on the biggest show on the planet. They didn't want to cover that. So he knows, so he doesn't care anymore. He doesn't get depressed. He laughs at them. I give even less fucks because the people in my surrounding, in my community, don't read La Presse. They don't take it seriously. Poseidon's not sitting there reading La Presse. So I could give even less fucks.
I'm not sitting anywhere reading, period.
Yeah, like who's going to read it that I give a fuck about? I don't give a shit. Your accent is thick, but that'll make it funnier, Alex says. Alex, you might be right. I don't know. And also, sometimes, this is another thing I should tell you guys. It's because I've been doing English for so long, my accent is harder. If you give me a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and I keep speaking French with French people, the truth is the accent does go down.
It's like me. I work in sales, and I've always spoken English and French, switching between both back and forth, so I'm fluent in both. Like
I'm surprised his pass as a pimp didn't make headlines. Do you remember that episode we talked about that? Yeah, Mike, when he was like a halfway pimp or what?
Who was halfway
Mike.
pimp?
There was a whole thing. Yeah, it
don't
was on
remember
2 Drink
this.
Minimum. We talked about it. It was but yeah. So as for the French, that's the thing. Is if I do that episode and it's good, and people laugh at it, they think it's funny, then yeah, why not? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Spoke to JC too. I'd like to maybe do a little go around with him as well.
Le français.
No, I don't like the French from France accent. It bugs me. Like when it's super thick.
Tu n'aimes pas le français de France?
Mais non quoi? I hate that shit.
Mais non quoi? But no what?
Yeah, remember that?
I did that joke. I loved it when you did that joke.
Yeah, I made a joke about that because all the French people from France make fun of Quebecers. Like Quebecers speak funny, but fucking Quebecers never say mais non quoi. Mais non quoi translated is but no what, which in Quebec the only people that say but no what are retards. That's the only people that said that. That was I remember I used to. And I said that to people from France that were sitting there.
Yeah,
and they were
yeah.
fucking furious. I was like, you make fun of us?
Go
Let
fuck
me fucking
yourself.
tell you something.
Or when the best is when they go, mais c'est pas possible. They just start losing their minds.
Yeah, the Kushtar episode, that was cool too when he fucked the crackhead. Well, it wasn't a crackhead, it was like a horror crack.
It was just a prostitute, regular old prostitute.
Regular old prostitute.
on her periods.
Oh yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah,
Yeah, that was. And there was a clip of that online. I think Jason posted that.
Yeah.
But next month, for those, I think Mike. I think on the same week at the end of January, 28, 29, those days, Mike is going to be in New Brunswick. I think for a comedy tour. I'm not sure. I think it's in English.
In the NB.
Yeah, in the NB, and I'm going to be in New York, so I'm going to be on the Kumia show on the 30th, I believe. No, 29th or 30th, one of those guys. I'm going to be on Kumia, and then the day after, I'm going to be on In Hot Water. So Mike couldn't come down too because it's the same days. But those ones, if you're on Compound, if you're subscribers, so you're going to get to watch me on 2 other shows at the end of the month. And if you're in New Brunswick, Mike is going to be down there doing comedy. Yo.
I was going to ask you, how does it feel now that it's 2019?
Well, I forget that it's 2019. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
look, it's just another day.
You know what I was about to write at work today? I was writing down the date, and I wrote down 12.
You should allow super chat donations. I don't know if they let me do super chat donations, but also I don't want, like, if there was a lot of people in the chat and, like, there'd be money to make and then we could get stuff for the show and it'll make it funner, it's different. But now if there's, like, 20 people or 30 for, like, 20, 30, I don't want to take people's money if we're not, it's, I feel wrong. I feel like I'm stealing people's cash. But if it gets big and we have, like, a lot of people at once, people need, I guess, to get used to me live streaming. Then maybe, but I want to do it only for goals. I want to do it for stuff to get that then we could enjoy again together. We get cash to fucking make something Poseidon or do
Like that bullshit button I got.
Yeah, like Poseidon bought a bullshit button, but the audio is terrible. You can't hear it. When
Yeah,
you
yeah.
press it, it says
You
bullshit.
want to try it?
No, it's terrible.
Oh.
Let's see here. Pantelis, is stand-up comedy big in Greece? Sadly, no. It's not big in Greece. I actually had some experience when I went down there in 2013. They had in Athens, like a comedy club, but it wasn't really, like, they don't have the same. Greeks are very funny, but Greece is mostly, they're very funny, but their comedy is satirical, mostly about politics, but it's very, it's more theatrical, and it's more one-man show-esque. They don't have the same, which, comedy culture is different in every country, right? So, that's what it is. But I'm funny in Greek as well, like obviously, because I'm fluent in Greek. But it's very, very, it's like Italy. It's the same type of humor as Italy. I've seen your guys' one man show. I've seen that guy right now. I forget his fucking name. The guy who's leading a political party now he's helping a political revolution in Italy. Super funny guy. It's the same type of humor that the Greeks have in Greece. So it's much more highbrow because it's always about politics. It's always about and there's always undertones. The jokes have layers to them, which I like, But the traditional stand-up that we have in North America, no, it's they don't have that to them Italian. But I know that there's been a comic that went down there, Angelo Ruiz, that went down there and he did stuff. I don't know if it was mostly expats, because even though everybody speaks English in Greece, like in all the cities, it's not the same type of humor. And you guys understand what I mean. Have you ever tried watching or showing, like, let's say a French Quebecer from like real Quebec, in the deep, show them American or British humor. It's different humor. So look at France, like French humor in France, even the French comedians from France, the humor is still different from Quebec. They could sometimes find it funny, but you could, cross. But you could tell there's a difference in the way they produce the humor.
Like
Catalan in Spain, yeah.
I enjoy British humor a
Salvini,
lot.
that's his. No, it's not Salvini. Salvini's the other guy. But there's a guy that does comic. He was a comedian too, and he's doing it. But yeah, you get it. Basically, comedy's different everywhere. In Greece, I would have to write a one-man show with a lot of different political undertones and shit. But I wouldn't do it now. Like, I have plans for Greece, but they're future plans. Like, I would like to fucking, when I'm older, get into politics in Greece.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like really fucking.
Oh shit.
Tear some ass over there. Yeah, because they're fucking tearing that. They're destroying Greece.
They are destroying Greece.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad to see.
And I never wanted to get into politics. Like here, I will never do it. But I would do it if I was older and I had the time and the money. And I would do it with no salary in Greece. That's what I would like to fucking do, is help change some shit around. Because everybody's fucking bought and paid for over there. It's worse than here. So I would like
so corrupt. It's retarded.
So yeah, that's my plans for Greece. Let's see. Sounds like Italy. Yep. In hot water, I hope legit news guy interrogates you. Fucking In Hot Water. Sure. How good is In Hot Water? Aaron Burke and Gino. It's such a good fucking show. Gad is a comedic gene. Gad is a comedic cancer. Gad is a goddamn thief. That's what he is. Gad Elmaleh. He's a fucking thief. And I loved. When was it that somebody fucking... Remember over the summer when we were fighting with Gad Elmaleh and the first episode to come out? And somebody's like, aren't you scared of Gad... I'm going to say this again, just like the people who thought I'd be scared to talk shit about Judd Apatow. If you're wrong, I'm going to talk about you. And you think I'm scared of a fucking cartoon B? For fucking parc-ex, I'm scared of fucking Gad Elmaleh. Fucking piss on Gad Elmaleh. Give a fuck about this joke thief.
That's funny.
Let's see. What's the thoughts of return of John Jones? Oh, we didn't talk about what happened over the weekend. The return of the Byzantine Empire under Pantelis. Probably. Why are we all wearing robes? It's the new way, guys. Purple. Purple is the color of royalty. Let's go. Snippety snap. Okay. Let's see. He is the Control-C, Control-V of comedy. That's what he is. He's the copy-paste of comedy, yeah. And I heard Mike told me that Copy Comic is getting a documentary ready for 2019. Getting a documentary about fucking Gad. A documentary, not just clips, but a fucking good documentary. Piece of garbage.
Copy Comic?
He's the guy, I think he's in France, that he's the one who first called him out. He's the one who took clips and saw, like, oh, he's robbing this guy. He did for a lot of those fucking thieves. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The return of John Jones. We could spend some time on this a bit because I know that people were interested. So you didn't watch over the weekend. Gonna be like 3 hours. Goddamn. The documentary. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking long. So did you watch the UFC over the weekend? You didn't have a chance on Saturday night.
No, I didn't have a chance.
Oh yeah, I went home right away so I could watch the ending.
But I
just caught I just caught the fucking end of it. Basically, here's how I feel about it. I don't really give a fuck. Like, I'm not in. I mean, Joe Rogan doesn't even give a fuck, it seems, and he's in that fucking world right now. Look, as a fighter, John Jones is one of the fucking best ever. I don't understand why he fucking needs to do performance-enhancing drugs. It's so stupid. You are fucking... He says it doesn't tarnish his legacy, but it does tarnish his legacy. What I feel bad about is the fans that couldn't go to the show that they paid money for in Vegas. Yeah. Right? The people who flew there. That's what I feel bad about. I knew he was going to beat Gustafsson. Like, the more you look at, like...
Who's Gustafsson again?
He's the Swedish kid who... The first fight they had was actually much closer.
Really?
Yeah, but I felt like there was so much hype. And even during the press conference, Dana White was talking about... This is another thing that pissed me off. He's like, oh, he needs to go in there, win the belt, and then Like he was talking, and Gustafsson was right next to him, as if Gustafsson was gonna lose for sure. Like a real disrespect.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So look, I'm just saying, let's be fair. How come other guys that had the same fucking drugs found in their system were punished for so long, suspended, and this guy they're finding loopholes of double jeopardy, and you can't be punished for the same drug twice because it's the same one in the system. We believe it. That's a little fucked up.
That's weird.
Anyways, he's
But I saw what's her name there? Amanda Leoa knocked out Cyborg.
Amanda Nunes.
Oh
Knocked
yes,
out
Nunes.
Yeah, that was actually cool. That was cool. That was fun. That was, by the way,
I saw the replay of that.
if fucking Cyborg was not found, pissing hot, and she didn't have anything in her system, I don't know why John Jones has to do that shit. You guys playing any games lately? Foresta, is it Michael Foresta that we fucking played hockey with? I hope it's fucking Foresta. He was a fucking great hockey player. What games are we playing lately? Are you playing any games? I was playing some soccer.
Man,
Lately,
lately,
late night.
not really. I've just been on Netflix.
You know what I've been doing at night sometimes now? I can't sleep, and I'll put on like old games, like on the PS4. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's Michael Foresta. Guys, Michael Foresta's in the chat. Used to play for the same team here, Hellenic Republic of parc-ex. But this was before you were behind the bench.
Remember when I was the coach?
For the fucking mascot, not the real coach. But fucking Foresta's a great goddamn ball hockey
The
player.
coach, yeah. Oh my god, that was so fun though.
Yeah.
I would wear these
had fun
fake
with that.
gold chains. I had a cigar
Goddamn.
once.
See, people who are from these kind of areas understand how hockey and ball hockey, how much they mean to people, how much fun it is. People who never played ball hockey don't understand how much fucking fun it is. But Foresta was a fucking great player. I don't know if are you still playing fucking hockey, bro? I hope he's still playing hockey. It was great. Antonio Papayanakis. When are you going to interview Brass? I don't know if you know about this, but Brass, I have to reach out to Brass because I spoke about it with Mike. I told him some Brass stories, and we do want to bring Brass on 2-drink minimum to talk about that stuff. I wanted to speak to Brass first, see how comfortable he is in interview. But I think Brass can be fine. He speaks fucking English.
Yeah.
He's going to be fucking... And
He has that.
I know somebody was worried, like, oh, what if he repeats the stories or what? But he's not gonna. He's not gonna be a part. He's gonna be part of, like, let's say, one episode. It's not like he's gonna forget during the episode. And he's not fucking crazy.
You honestly think he would do that though? Imagine.
No, Brass is not stupid. Brass, he's
Yeah?
gonna tell us. He has great stories. He's unbeatable fucking stories. They made. I had said last time they had made a Facebook group about him years ago. It was all
yeah, I
people
remember this.
sharing stories about Brass. That's how good his stories are. People got together to make a group on Facebook to share stories, and then somebody took the fucking group down, and it had the best stories in there.
Somebody should.
Goddamn legend. Let's see. So Sierra's like, what about the guy that would wash his cock in the work bathroom? Fuck, I cried at that. Yeah, but he was good, Napoleon. But he's a fucking. The problem with him is that he's a fucking great dude. You always wish that the weird stuff happens to like shitty dudes, So you could, but he was a fucking nice guy, just a little autistic. Michael, I fucking missed the podcast. Are you getting the crew back together? Need something to get me through work. Yeah, sadly, the 4-H podcast doesn't happen anymore because it was just hard to get everyone's schedule together. You remember that when we stopped doing that over a year ago? Yeah, and you know what's hard is that I worked 10 years on that, and we had developed a big fan base. And then people got mad.
At some point, they were selling T-shirts in Japan.
Do you remember that shit? That didn't make me happy. That got me pissed.
Really?
Yeah, because there was a lot of there was no way for us to know at the time. But because we started that podcast in like 2010, so it was early podcast days. It's not like now where it's saturated, it's hard to break through. So then, like, people picked it up. And then there was expats. Oh, there's an English podcast. So Germany. There's all these fucking places that we didn't know we were getting listens from.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to read the stats yet at first. Because I would only read like let's say Podbean, what's there. I wouldn't go look at analytics to see all the countries who subscribe. I didn't know about that shit. So I found out later. So then we found out that the podcast was at the time, in Germany and all these places. Like, oh, it's because of military, whoever the fuck was listening to it that spoke English. Then we saw them selling T-shirts that we didn't even make. It wasn't like we made T-shirts.
Yeah.
They took stuff from the podcast, our names, our Twitter handles, or whatever.
Stuff that you guys said probably.
It was so fucking strange. And then they were selling in Japan. Like, they had a thing about me, like, follow this guy. It was so fucking weird.
Jesus.
It was so fucking strange, yeah. And then I got pissed, I remember. And I didn't know there was one that we told them to take it down. But there was other stuff I didn't even know how to communicate with people. And they were selling our merch, and they were making money off our... But it wasn't even our merch. It was merch they made of us. It was like weird fucking... It was like living in the Twilight Zone. But that's not why we stopped. We just stopped because it was hard to get everybody in sync.
I'm going to be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, you taking a piss?
I got to wash my face.
Go wash your face, bro. You dirty, dirty bastard. So, yeah, let's see here. Foresta said, yeah, that's what you said, Foresta. So there you know the story about the Forge podcast. So that's why I pulled that one out. We just couldn't get everybody in sync to do that. And then as it worked out, a few months after that, I met Mike, and then we started doing 2 drink minimum, which and it was good because I was already set up here because I was doing 4-H, and it was the episode right before 4-H was supposed to go full video. There was the episode that we didn't do. It was the episode where we called it quits, and then I started doing video for Pantelis podcast. Let's see here. The 2 extremes of Greek males. Oh, which ones are the 2 extremes? Me and this guy. Are you performing in Montreal anytime soon? Sunday, I think. I think I'm at the Comedy Nest on Sunday. Sunday. It's the 6th, no? Yeah. Sunday at the Comedy Nest, 8 o'clock. Comedy Nest, 8 p.m. this Sunday, Montreal, Canada. If it's the 6th, then that's where I'm at. So yeah, and I think I'm going to be at the Comedy Nest a lot more in 2019 because at the end of the year now it's a clusterfuck with me in and out all the time. So it's hard to book something here. But yeah, you guys can come to the Comedy Nest to do that. And for those of you who are joining right now, and I know, Foresta, you said you're looking for some podcasting, don't forget that the goddamn Pantelis podcast is still available for free everywhere. Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, TuneIn. And send your questions or comments to askpantelis@gmail.com. And I'm going to get to them on the goddamn show. So even during an interview. And I've thought of something else. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. But here's the thing. Remember how I was saying earlier, like, I don't want super chats yet because I want to have a reason to get stuff. I don't want to just fucking take people's money. I want to have something so we could all have fun with. Huge supporter. Keep it up. But thank you, Mike. Fucking Foresta. Look at him. Goddamn gangster. But so what I was thinking of is I got some GoPros here from the studio. I got a lav mic. And what I want to do is, because I fuck around in the car a lot, is I wanted to have segments in the car, right? So the audio is going to be good because I got a lav mic. I didn't want to use the camera audio. It's fucking annoying in a car, right? And then either I do a small segment before the Pantelis podcast where I answer the questions while I'm driving, which is going to lead to problems because I always find shitty drivers on my way here. Or have like a video, another show on Pantelis Comedy Channel on YouTube, even with him maybe, car-related stuff. You know, since I have the setup with the GoPros. You see the suction cup over there, Poseidon? That's to go on the window and stuff. Oh, and then that GoPro over there has the sticky thing to go on the... Anyways, point is, do car stuff. So I want to do car stuff for a long, long time. We never had the equipment that was good for it. The only car-related thing I did was, since you brought up the 4-H podcast, was when we drove down to Milton's wedding in West Virginia, 17 hours. We did a podcast in the car. And that was a cool setup. That was fucking funny.
I listened to it for a bit. I remember. Yeah. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Nobody was doing that shit. We were ahead of our time then. And then...
you were a pioneer, my friend.
Yeah, we did. We were one of the early podcasts. Yeah. And it was funny because guys like O&A motivated us, motivated me. They motivated Rogan. Rogan also motivated me when he was doing video. When he was live streaming all that shit. So that's what you got to do. You get motivated by people, and then you go out there and you take the stuff that you learn from them or skills, and you apply it to other ones.
And then in turn, you motivate others.
You see, George remembers that episode. It was funny. Yeah, it was fucking strange. Like because you get way different conversations. Because while you're driving, stuff's happening, and we were in weird places. It was so spooky. The places where I still can't believe we drove.
What was
down.
that hill?
Oh God, we're gonna get pulled if I said Nigger Hill. It was a place. It was the fucking weirdest. We asked the fucking. What did we ask about where to go? And then
directions.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Nigger Hill? And we looked at each other. We're like, no, that's definitely not what we mean. Like, and she's like, no, that is what you mean. That's what that is. And we looked at each other like, what? Where are we? Where did we come to? And that was the lady who, at the Walmart, who had said that I have we have funny accents. So, y'all have funny accents. And I was like, I have a funny accent. I sound like people in movies. You have a fucking funny. I was so pissed off. I was like, I speak English. I go, y'all have a funny. I'm the one with the funny. Are you crazy? You just called that mountain Nigger Hill. I'm the problem. Are we?
That's crazy.
What's Poseidon been up to? Poseidon or Milton? Poseidon's here fucking around. We're going to get to him in a second, see if he's been getting into any adventures. Poseidon motivates me, Marvin. He should.
What?
He said that you motivate him.
Really?
Poseidon should motivate you. What do you mean how? Okay. So remember what we just said right now? Like I had a crazy year. Me and Mike had a. We did like just think about the year, okay? If that doesn't motivate you, that's what I really want. I want people, not just from parc-ex, but if you think about the year 1 year ago, the starting point, not from my whole career, but just from last year till now, already that's ludicrous.
Yes.
Just forget everything else. Just Rogan is ludicrous. It's the biggest show on the planet for some fucking guy from parc-ex to be on that. Already
That is insanity.
that is a crazy scenario that if you told someone, oh, there's a movie and this is one of the scenes, they're going to be like, you got to get the fake stuff out of that. That doesn't make any sense.
My head still can't actually wrap my head around it.
So people need to understand that you could do all kinds of crazy shit. A lot of people, either you don't want to put the effort in or sometimes you get scared because you're scared of failing. Shit, I fail all the time. He fails, I mean, his life is a failure, but he still wins. You see, he gets the wins because you fail all the time, but you never see all the failures. You never see all the fucking failures, right? Because nobody gives a shit. They only want to take you down when you're winning.
Exactly.
If you're failing, they ignore you. But the second you're winning, they want to take you down. So
We get jealous.
yeah, you think like I get motivated so much when I see like even Rogan when he got the new studio, it motivated me. I was like, oh, you could do this. You know, you could stream. You could you same thing with stand up. When I used to watch the heroes like Eddie Murphy, guys that I really liked watching, it used to motivate me. It would never be like, oh, they did it, I can't do it. It's like no, because someone did it,
You can do it.
you can do it. They kicked the door open. You know, like George St. Pierre was one of the first Quebecers to go on Rogan, I think, GSP.
Yeah.
And he kicked the fucking door in. And now look, fucking animals like me. But that's the thing. You kick the door open, you see what's possible. And I'm telling you guys, man, the biggest threat to like the system, the way it is, you know, where this fucking puppet system where they keep telling you fucking nonsense. The biggest threat is scaring you into thinking you can't do shit. I'm telling you, you could do more than you could fucking think of. More than you believe you can do, you can actually do. You know what we've sat down and had this conversation.
Yes.
You could do it. Trust me. You could sign for prime minister. You know what? It sounds fucking crazy.
Yo.
But if we would put the effort into it, we'd probably get this cocksucker. You think fucking, what's his name? Doug Ford? You think people thought that he's going to become the fucking, what's the premier of fucking...
The mayor of Toronto.
You think that they thought that was a possibility? They're like, this crackhead's not going anywhere. He's like, yeah, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to open the door for all kinds of crackheads. And then look now. That girl in New York, Alexandra Cortez.
Oh, yeah.
Right
That
there.
crazy
Another
bitch.
crackhead in politics. So he opened the door for these people.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Look at Rosie O'Donnell. Now there's all kinds of monsters on TV. The Greek Tony Robbins. No, I'm not the Greek Tony Robbins. I don't want to do a TED Talk. I'm just saying that that's the one thing that if somebody tells me, oh, you motivated me, that's the one thing that I actually be happy with. Like I love making people laugh. That's my thing. But fuck, man, if I could motivate people to understand that people scare you as a trap. People who tell you, oh, you can't do it, it's because they're jealous or they don't want you to do well. But I'm telling you, you could. You know, and I have conversations with comics about this, and I try to motivate them. And it's not even like anything's possible if you put your mind to it. No, it's closer than that. It's not that. Trust me, it's way closer than that. It's not as hard as they make it seem to be. It's just incremental gains. You know, you work.
Yeah, steps, baby steps.
But cocksuckers try to keep you down. Cocksuckers will tell you can't do it. Fuck. The second someone tells you, that's what I do as motivation. Every time somebody told me I couldn't do something, I was like, oh, fuck, now I have to do this.
And even if you fall, you just got to stand right the fuck back up.
You see, he gets it.
Bro,
it sounds stupid, but I'm telling you guys, it's not. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
But bro, how many jobs did I go through in 2 years? I went through 8 jobs in 2 years. You remember that shit? I was so fucking miserable.
Hand blow.
What?
Hmm?
What?
Let's see. What is Poseidon's plan to make Canada great again? What is your plan to make Canada great?
I'm going to build a wall.
Oh, God. These goddamn Americans are getting in here. Sir, we need them. All right, look, we're backtracking on the wall. Because it's cold. TEDx, how the fuck is an Avis restroom? How the fuck in an Avis restroom without our consent? With or without consent, he says.
Wait, what?
How to TEDx talk for you.
Yeah.
How to fuck in an Avis restroom
Oh,
with or without
Jesus
consent.
Christ.
That's amazing. They try to intimidate as a means to silence any potential opposition. Yeah, and opposition for anything. So they do that with politics, right? They try to intimidate, criticize, scare you. And people around you that aren't looking out for you are going to do the same thing. They're going to get upset, jealous. Because what does it matter if you're trying to reach a crazy goal, okay? Unless your goal is, we got to kill all the Nigerians. People should stop you.
Why the Nigerians? How would you go there?
I feel bad for the Nigerians. So people should stop you. But if your goal is, I don't know, you want to be the best fucking comedian ever. Shit, maybe you won't become the best ever because that's subject. It depends on.
But
what
you
like.
could become one
But
of.
you're gonna become one of the fucking greats, and that's the best fucking pizza maker. It doesn't matter. The point is, you could fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's just they're telling you not to because people didn't go for their dreams.
Aim for the stars, you'll end up hitting the moon.
Yeah, don't let them. And you'll see a lot of people even on YouTube that tell you like, "Oh, don't start a channel. It's so hard. Don't do a fuck you. Do whatever the fuck you want.
But
You want to start your own
everything-
stream? Start your own stream. You want to start your own fucking podcast?
see,
Start your own. Fuck these people. Tell you not to do
I
shit.
hate it when people say shit like it's so hard, but technically everything is fucking hard.
Yeah, and you're doing it. Don't say it's hard when you're fucking. Fuck you.
Yeah, but not just that. Even going to school, getting a degree, all that is hard.
Everything's hard.
Everything is hard.
Hard.
Well,
Hard is just how much work are you willing to put in?
yeah, it's it's simple. Life is simple. You put in the work and
Look, if you don't like something, it's gonna be harder than it has to be.
Yes.
So right now, if you tell me to go, well, like when I was in university, it was for history, and I liked history, even though it was stupid, like the degree doesn't go in, but I
Yeah.
liked history. Okay, if you would put me there now for something I don't fucking like, you know how difficult it's gonna be. I want to shoot myself. I'm gonna drop
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Because it's not. It doesn't mean that other people can't do it. Like if it's for I don't know robotics or something.
like when
Someone
I was
else-
taking Cal 1 and fucking linear, bro, I wanted to murder
Oh, there's
myself.
Ali. Ali joined. Are you guys talking about how great I am? Ali, let me tell you something. Oh, working soon in Montreal. All right, go to sleep. You can watch the rest of this tomorrow. Look at where you dropped off. Ali, I was talking about you before, how I reached out to you so you can try to hook it up with Owen Benjamin, who was live at the same time I was. We were competing, and he was winning. So yes, Ali, we're talking about you, and we're going to see you next month. Well, I'm going to see you in New York. We're both going down there at the same fucking time for the compound stuff. All right. Thank you, Marco. Much love. Let's see. Big guest for In Hot Water, episode 200 tomorrow. Ali, is there a big guest for episode 200 tomorrow? I don't know. I haven't sent any emails, any compound related in 2 weeks. I'm letting people rest up so that they enjoy the goddamn holidays. I think they're tired of getting fucking emails and shit. Yeah, Ali, am I the one who fucking emails the most and I always have complaints? All right. For rest up, take care. Have a good night. And thank you for fucking supporting. Let's see. Ali says Owen is still in the works. And yes, we're going to hang in New York. Yeah, Owen, I want him on Tujik Minimum. I want to do a Skype with him. I want to have him on Pantelis podcast. Even this live thing would be cool to patch him in. And by the way, guys, like I said before, I know how to use this shit now. I could patch people in through Skype. And then we could have their fucking picture there, too, in the middle.
Oh my god, we could do that?
Dude, you don't know what kind of fucking technology I'm working with here.
That's bananas.
NASA, they don't have shit on the Pantelis setup here, bro.
Remember that time people thought you did a TED Talk for NASA? Or
Oh
what was
my
it? Do you remember
God.
that shit?
So,
Bro, even I thought it was real.
we were doing this just thing. And I went down a weekend. I was in Houston.
Yeah.
And as a joke, Phil was like, oh, we don't have an extra episode of this just thing because Pantelis is doing a TED Talk. And he photoshopped an image, which to his credit looked fucking legit,
Bro.
of me at TEDx in NASA or whatever.
But I bought it.
So he goes up. I don't think much of it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. The picture's up there. Like I thought people would get it's a joke. And then I started fucking getting messages because because I happened to go to NASA because I never been to visit too. So people put two and two together and like, oh, this motherfucker's giving a TED Talk. And what the fuck would I talk to NASA about? And then I started getting all these messages about, I can't believe Pantelis is giving a TED Talk at NASA. I was like, is this guy being sarcastic?
Bro,
and then I got all these fucking like, congratulations. What am I going to be telling NASA? What?
Bro,
I'm sick of you fuckers faking moon landings.
I went through a whole week of trying to find that video of you talking, doing a
Yeah,
TED
there was
Talk
people like
at
you who
NASA.
were telling me, "Can you send me the video?" I've been
Bro,
looking for the video.
I
Like, what
was-
video of you at NASA doing a TED
Bro,
Talk?
it was driving me nuts. I was like, what the fuck? My boy was at fucking NASA TED
And I
Talk.
can't find the god.
I can't find the video. This is insanity.
It's ludicrous. It's fucking ludicrous that people bought that shit. And it wasn't even. Phil wasn't even trying to lie to people.
Yeah,
he
I
thought
know.
people would laugh. It was a good joke.
Yeah, but I think you know why he did I think it was timing. He did the Photoshop so well, and then you happened to be there.
I could
It was
talk
all
about
timing.
space docking with NASA. Go on.
It was all timing. He did the Photoshop just really well, and you happened to be there in
Houston,
Houston at the same time. So people were like, "Oh shit!"
That's what happens sometimes. Hey, Ali, if you're talking about a docking, are you talking about is that a sexual thing? You're talking about two dicks docking? Is that what you're trying to make some sex jokes in the goddamn chat? This is a professional chat,
What
Ali.
the fuck is docking?
All right. I'm fucking with Ali. Ali, what time? You're in Vegas right now. So what is it? 9:30. It's early for you. What is it in Vegas? It's 9:30, no?
Is it the same time as California?
Yes. Yes, cock docking. Yeah, you see, Ciro? That's what I was thinking too. She's talking about some cock docking. Damn, these 2019 production effects are smooth. You see that? Marvin, I'm telling you, people always complain that certain podcasts don't put any production value. They don't fucking put the time and effort into the goddamn episodes. Look at me. Last episode we had 0 transitions, all right? Because I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Look at this one.
And now?
Look at that. We got transitions. I put up some fucking tweets from Judd Apatow earlier because the cocksucker.
Was that crazy effect that just happened?
That crazy effect you just saw. Fucking look at that. Right now it's telling you to remember to subscribe for more content. It's telling you my social channel. Subscribe to Compound Media down there for 2 drink minimum. And remember, if you use the promo code Canada20, you get 20% off. And I think, Ali, you can confirm, I think they're still running that goddamn holiday sale, which is a fucking good sale, by the way. Ali, I feel like you guys should have announced this a bit more because it's actually a good deal. Because not only is someone, are you getting a good deal for subscribing for a new year, but I think the person that you're gifting or something, so if you gift it to someone, then you get 3 months too. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, shit.
They're basically giving this shit away for free. I don't know why. So yeah. Let's see you transition, babe.
What?
Yeah, you see these transitions. Nobody fucking knows them. 2019.
What did he say?
So-
What was the comment?
You don't even have a booth, Bert. God damn it. Like Garrett and John, if I had like John here doing booth shit, it would be way more fucking amazing. Remember John when we were in New York? Remember how John was quick on the...
Oh, bro. He was next level. He was a pro. He
Yeah.
was so good.
Do you guys want in the future? Because I'm going to be able to set up... I'm going to be able to set up the Skype. Do you guys want to be like calling in? You could put that in the chat if... Because some people don't like that shit. Some people don't like to call in. I think it's still valid. Yeah, it's an E-Rock thing. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Well, I think it's still up on the website, Ali. So yeah, I would suggest you guys if you're on the fence about it, this is a great time to subscribe to Compound. Or if you need to renew, just get somebody else a gift, and then you collect a couple of months free for you too. But it's cheap too. Like if you think about the Compound subscription, like Ali, what is it now? $8 or some shit with the discount. It's fucking $8 a month, and you get all these fucking shows, and nobody on the network is scared to say what they want. Plus, you get the big things. You get the Anthony Cumia show with fucking Dave Landau. Goddamn hilarious. In hot water. Goddamn, you got Kevin fucking Brennan out to burn everybody's bridge. So it's good. You got shows on there is what I'm trying to tell you. 2 drink minimum is on there. That's you guys like the shots. So the real episodes for you guys that are subscribed, because you've mentioned a lot of shit in the chat, you know that is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
If you people are like, oh, that was a little excessive on the shot, you have no idea what's happening on the real show. If you think that's excessive. Yeah, okay, some people are for the call-in. Some people are, yes, call-ins. Ali, you want to call in because you want to fucking get called in, which is fine. That's what I would like to do. I'd like to have Ali on, too. Ali, because you get Twitter messages all the fucking time about Compound stuff. She gets messages for stuff that she has nothing to do with. So if somebody's mad about something, they'll fucking attack Ali, and then sometimes she doesn't even know what they're talking about. So she'll get shouted on Twitter, and then she'll be like, I don't even know that this happened. It's just, people just get angry.
People need to take a chill pill.
Yeah, Kevin Clorox Brennan.
Kevin, what?
They're just talking. They're just talking about Kevin Brennan. Ali should video Skype. Emphasis on video. Yeah, well, I could set it up. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's not even hard for me. I got a plug-in for this fucking thing. I got a plug-in that I could just have the chat, the Skype window, right? So and I could put them wherever I want on the fucking screen. You see how cool that is? Putting in the effort. If you guys are gonna fucking watch, I'm gonna put in the time to fucking do animations and make it. Let's see, Ciro. I am pissed at Gino. Dude, no, you see, she's not pissed at Gino. That's what I'm telling you. People, this is the one thing I've learned this year. The more strangers I deal with, the bigger the shows get. People assume a lot of stuff.
Like what?
Like now, they just assume that she's mad at or she's fighting with Gino, because that's what people tweet. Oh, you're mad at this. It's all either misunderstandings or. Yeah, it's not what you think. That's why I like to have this open so you guys can ask me shit and then we could kill it or, let it go further right off the bat. Well, that's what he inferred. Ciro said. It's Gino fucking around, Ali. It's Gino. He was hammered. He was saying stupid shit. But sometimes, Ciro, especially on Twitter, especially when I write shit, you don't hear the tone, and it really gets misunderstood. Like I had,
when it's written, it's like sarcasm. You can't text sarcasm.
Like last week with the Interrobang, I tweeted out because they had the list of the best specials of the year, like to vote, and one of them was Gad Elmaleh. So I tweeted out about how it's ridiculous that because he's a notorious joke thief, right? Mm-hmm. That he's even on the list. and they thought, and I like Ron Bennington, I like the entire bank staff. They thought that I was like criticizing them or saying that they're not doing their job properly. But it wasn't at all what I meant. Like the attack was on him for getting there in the States.
For being a joke thief.
Yeah, but it came off in the tweet the wrong way, and it wasn't the way I wanted it to come off. It wasn't against them. It was against him being who he is, being a joke thief. So then I had to clear that up. But that's what happens a lot of times. It happens a lot of times on Twitter with that. And even with the Artie thing, like now Sarah's asking about that. So if you look at what happens on Twitter, the wars, like say with Artie Lang, with Kevin, and then you see on video when someone's on the show how they talk, it's completely different, right? Or sometimes you don't get when comics are fucking busting each other's balls, and then it turns into something huge, like, oh, there's a beef here, and then you see them together, and you're like, oh, these guys are just chilling, because you're taking a lot of shit out of context, which is not your fault. It's just you only know what we put, like what we put out there, what we text. Well, Gino did trash me for doing my job, taking Jameson to the head for 7 hours can turn a person to an asshole. So yeah, if you're drunk, you say stupid shit. He said you weren't earning your keep regarding the guests being booked. Oh, but Sarah, it's also hard to book guests at 9 a.m. It's hard to book a good guest at 9 a.m. Like imagine if we had to book guests at 9 a.m. Jesus Christ, who the fuck would come in? Not that now we need. I mean, with 2 drink minimum, I feel like the show works better without guests. Well,
I was reading the replies, by the way, of
even though we've had
the live.
Even though we've had great guests on, like some of the guests have been really good on 2 Drink Minimum. I feel like just the way it is with me and Mike, I feel like like the Petties. Yeah, it's a call-in show. Yeah, you see, that's the problem is if I do a call-in show, people just call in to complain and be like, so let me tell you something. My fucking bitch wife keeps telling me to turn off your live stream. Why do you start so late?
But I could be giving relationship advice.
Yeah, that's the advice. Kill her. And her family.
Let me ask you, got some problems, bro? I could solve them. I could take care of it. If you know what I mean. I could, let's just say, take her out.
Let's just say take her out, but let's not do. My God. So we did a Trump. I think we talked about everything that we wanted to.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, goddamn. No, I think we talked about all the big stuff that we wanted to get out there. And then we talked about all kinds of shit that we didn't prepare to talk about. That's what happens. That's why I like these fucking live streams.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it.
I know why Owen Benjamin does them.
Laugh.
It's a lot of fun. I like the direct interaction. Because, see, the thing is, on the stage, I can't do that. It'll derail the show. I can't ask you what the fuck, Yeah. It won't be fun for anyone. 2 Drink Minimum, it's me and Mike fuck around, so you guys are having fun seeing us being ourselves. So this is great. This is great to fucking fuck around with everyone. See, so yeah, you guys have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm telling you, behind the scenes, you got no idea. And I don't mean that like everything's on fire. It's actually the opposite. A lot of times, like I'll see on Twitter, people freaking out like about Compound Media. It's on fire and this and that, and it's not the case at all. Everything is
it's laid back.
No, it's not laid back. It's like there's plans for everything. Everything has its time.
Okay.
Is Poseidon's collar attached to his sweater, or is it a T-shirt?
No, it's
no. Inside, he has a dress shirt. He has a dress shirt under the sweater.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't look creepy just with a fucking sweater. You need to put a dress shirt under there.
It's for work, bro. So it keeps me warm. I got multiple layers now.
But by the way, just so you guys know about Ali, I don't know if it's ever mentioned, but fucking most of the greatest guests are fucking booked through her. She's the one that fucking has to handle a lot of the shit that goes on behind the scenes. Like if something's not working or whatever, it's like I always run to her. So I wake her up all times of the night.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's behind a lot back there. Like a lot of people do great work over there, and they get shit on because let's say if something goes wrong, people see that one negative thing and be like, oh, I don't know, like Garrett didn't do this, but it's fucking crazy. You have no idea how much work they're putting in to everything else.
Yeah.
Like at the time with the website and shit, you had no clue the emails going around with the fucking company making it and Keith and dude, they were doing everything they could. Do you know what I mean? And then the people that actually could fix it were being fucking sloppy and shit. But all you see is the face value. So you see the people that you're talking to, you feel like they're not giving the answers you want. But I'm telling you, like even you're speaking about Bennington week. Ali's the one who got us, got me and Mike on Jim and Sam, on Ron Bennington. That was fucking Ali. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, you feel me?
It's fucking dope.
Yeah. Even during the festival, man. Who do you think got Bob Kelly on? It was Ali.
Ali?
Yeah. Not Ali. She's not Muhammad.
No,
Ali.
I mispronounced it. My apologies. But Robert Kelly was an amazing guest.
Yeah,
he was hilarious.
Behind the scenes, we had Artie Lang came in to the Kumia show last week. Who do you think was handling all that shit? Yeah. But you wouldn't know because nobody's gonna say it. It doesn't make sense. Why would you don't talk about what happens behind the scenes because it doesn't fit in anywhere. That's true. Yep. Oh, Bennington Week, was that with the Colin Flair? Oh yeah, I remember that shit. That was a little upsetting, but I took Ronnie B's side on that because he was right. Let the show be funny. Anyways, Poseidon, you getting ready to about call it quits? We're almost done here.
Because I've slept 3 hours. I'm
I
sorry.
could feel you dying. I feel you dying.
Dude, it's like I'm struggling to. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for everyone.
What do you mean you're sorry? You gave them fucking hours. You gave them, what, 2 hours of this?
Yeah.
You gave them time.
I know, but I don't know. I like to give it my all. Like, I don't know if you see my eyes, but I'm kind of like. I'm like.
Yeah, they're kind
they're kind of like messed up.
yeah, they're kind of messed up. Okay, so Marvin, because you just asked this, Marvin, you fucking clever goose. So Marvin asked, "Are you familiar with Don Barris and Windy City Heat?" Listen, is Poseidon my Perry? Perry, I find, is way cooler than Poseidon. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Excuse me?
Kind of is, but Perry's way cooler.
I mean, like
I
Perry-
told Poseidon, I sent him the link to watch Windy City Heat a couple of weeks ago. He still hasn't. Why? Because he's a cocksucker and he does not want to be in the know, in the mix.
I have a busy
Now, do I know
schedule.
Don Barris? I know Don Barris. I like Don Barris. And even one of the nights now, one of the last nights at the Comedy Store, Mike Ward, I think it was our last night there, where Michael Ward was basically stuck inside. He wanted to watch. He didn't want to leave the room while Barris was on giving just a fucking clinic. He was putting on a fucking good show for comedians. Like he's very good, Don. So yeah, no, I know Don Barris and Windy City Heat, and I think he definitely is.
I'm gonna watch it on my iPad tonight.
Right? Yeah, he's a cocksucker for not watching that goddamn movie. Yeah. When the fuck did you get an iPad?
Oh, a few months ago.
And you've never used it, or you use it just for porn?
No, I use it. No, I watch because PSN doesn't have Crave. And
Crave TV, so you get like
Crave TV.
Sopranos and shit like that.
So yeah, so I bought an iPad just for the fuck of it. At first, I was like, I got extra gigs and I got it for free and whatever on my plan.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, how do I explain this properly?
The VPN video podcasts are even better than the movie. I know.
Basically, the amount of gigs I got for the price I'm paying is how much the gigs costs anyways, and with that amount, I was getting a free iPad.
Okay,
So
it's
I was like,
whatever.
fuck it. Yeah, it was like
Get
a
the
little
iPad.
flamboyant.
It doesn't. I don't.
fucking-
Honestly, nobody gives a fuck where you're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Watch on your phone. Watch on. I would watch on TV, but watch on your goddamn iPad. Nobody gives a shit. What they care about though is that you fucking see it. Because guys, if you know Poseidon and you know fucking Perry, Windy City Heat, you'll see the similarities. You'll get it. You'll be like, oh, these motherfuckers. Yeah.
Okay, now I definitely gotta watch
You
it.
have to watch it.
No, I
of
have to
course.
watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? Oh, fuck. Will I be able to watch it tonight? Because I'm probably just gonna fucking.
You don't
pass
have to
out.
watch it tonight. Watch it tomorrow.
No, but now I'm excited to watch it.
Make sure that the next time we ever have a live. Oh, by the way, shit. I didn't even check. I don't know how to check. I made a card. Yeah, fuck yes. Mole and Perry fighting his gold. It is hilarious. What the fuck is he doing here? I fucking hate him. He's trying to ruin my life. I love it. Let's see. Perry cried to get a hooker to give his money back after he fucked her.
What?
Perry cried to get a hooker to give him back his money after he fucked her.
Why?
He cried to make her give him back his money
What?
after he fucked her. Kind of like you trying to get your money back from the.
But me, it was all.
I'm telling you, it's similar.
It was not. It was not cry. It was.
You didn't cry. You chase pepper sprays.
Yeah. Chase. Fuck.
Goddamn, I can't sleep. Marco, you're fucking back. You couldn't sleep. Goddamn, you missed some good stuff. The baseball bat scene was so funny. Oh yeah, when it was the real bat. He's like, oh, he's just freaking out. Yeah, dude. Windy City Heat. I can't believe you haven't fucked. Actually, here's the thing about Poseidon. There is the blue bat. There is a lot that he's unaware of. Like I even think The Room. I think I tried to get him to watch The Room and he hadn't
still
watched The
haven't
Room.
watched it.
But he watched Disaster Artist.
Yes, I
but
did.
He hasn't watched The Room. It's just little things like that. It's just little culture stuff.
Remember, it was such a hassle to get me to watch Seinfeld.
Oh, dude, I had to go through hell to get him to watch
Bro,
Seinfeld.
but then as soon as I watched like 3 episodes, I was hooked. I couldn't
Yes.
stop watching it. It was so good.
You know what would be cool? Because you know what the funny thing is about like having Poseidon? Some people get mad that he hasn't seen all this shit. But you know what the good stuff is? You know when you really like something and you want to watch someone enjoy it for the first time? I get to do that through Poseidon because there's so much that I like and appreciate that everybody's seen or done that he hasn't. So for me, that's a good advantage.
I also, You know what it is? I just don't give a fuck about being in at all times. Like knowing the latest, seeing the latest. I don't give a fuck. I couldn't give.
I
two
heard
shits.
everything. I don't want to be late for my job. Yo, when do you start? Marco, what time are you starting? I get the feeling that you're starting fucking early, man. Because I think you don't. Tomorrow we're not even. Normally we'd be in the morning. We'd be filming this just thing tomorrow, but we're gonna do it on Thursday this week.
Tomorrow? Hold on, let me check.
You're late. 5 a.m. Oh yeah, Marco, you're fucking yourself.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's fucked.
yeah, it's fuck when you can't sleep. Also, I think the holidays like this, it fucks up people's schedules too, because you stay up a bit later too, and you fuck
I'm
around.
working at 4:30.
Oh, so you're fine. You
PM.
can sleep. Yeah, but Marco's got to be at work at fucking 5.
God damn.
So right now it's almost 1 a.m. So even if he was going to sleep right now, if he'd fall asleep at 1, he'd sleep till what, 4:30? 3.5 hours.
Not even, because by 4:30, because you have to, don't forget, you have to wake up, brush your teeth, fix your hair.
So
blah, blah, blah.
4, yeah.
4.
3 hours he'd get.
Because you're going to take 30 minutes to get ready. And then by the time you get to work, yeah.
I got Poseidon a very cool Christmas gift.
Oh, yes, teeth whitening.
I got him Crest White Strips. Now you're thinking, is that a joke? No, I'll tell you why I got it. Because
I've been meaning to get them, actually.
right? Because everybody likes that
Yeah.
shit. Like everybody tells me how normally they like gifts. You know, sometimes you get stuff that's kind of cool, but you don't really need. You know, as gifts, like people don't know what to get. Like or you'll get like they'll give you a gift certificate to like a fucking store, right? Like Poseidon got me a PSN because he heard me talking about games a lot. Like I started playing a lot of games, so he got me a PlayStation Network card. So I put it in, I had money in the account, and I could download some games and shit, right? So I was thinking about it. I go, I know that he would like this, but he would never buy it because they're like, you know, they're expensive. Those fucking stupid white strips, you know, like. So I go, I'll get it for him. It'll be useful, right? And it's something that he wants, but he won't get on his own.
You know why? Because it's
Everybody
like,
regrets the purchase. Every time they get something, they like it, like the Crest White Strips. It works, you know. But then you're like, like did I need to spend that much money on it? So now you don't have to think about it. Now you have it. It's the big box. You're good.
God damn.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I've been wanting to get white strips for a while, but it's kind of like that thing. It's like Marvin's. You know, Marvin's is right here in our neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
But you know, I've only been to Marvin's like 5 times.
Yeah, they don't let you
'Cause
in
it's-
anymore. They have a no
Stop
animals
it.
rule.
Because it's that thing that it's like, it's in my neighborhood. I could go anytime, you know? Bro, you know where we haven't been in a while?
Tell me.
Tripoli.
Yeah.
Actually,
Now
you
we're
know
just
what?
making people hungry in the middle of the fucking night. Stop talking about restaurants.
Actually,
we
I
didn't
just got hungry. Fuck.
long
That's
as-
all it took.
As long as you don't get horny, bro, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be A-okay.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, so I put that up, the little graphic here to remind people to subscribe to the Pantelis podcast on the iTunes. Send your questions to askpantelis@gmail.com. And I might even change the format of that because here's the thing. I like doing the interviews because it's the only show that we do that I could, like this just thing, we're not going to have a fucking interview. 2 drink minimum, we're not going to have interviews. We realize that if we bring in guests, we should not have interviews with them. It's much funnier if we just throw them into our world. So I like the interviews, but I'm really liking interacting with people. Like I know a lot of people are like,
It's
"Ooh."
fun. It is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Like I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, I'm gonna mute. I don't want to hear people shit on Twitter. I like it. I like talking to people.
Sometimes people ask questions. You're like, huh?
Because you don't think about everything.
Yeah.
Though. You're not
yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking
of course. Yeah, yeah. Because everyone thinks differently. There's so many different ways.
$10 cookistan. What is it? $10. What is it? Kanakistani. That's a bargain.
What?
Kanakistani. I like Kanakistani. I like that word. Kanakistani.
Kanakistan.
Like Canada. Kanakistani.
Like
I
a
like that.
Kanakistani? Sounds like an exotic Kanak.
You guys need to implement $10 shout outs written to Poseidon. Poseidon would definitely make us a lot of money if we would do $10. Leaf bucks are a steal. Yeah, that's especially if it's $10 Canadian. The Americans are going to pay what, 6, 4?
Oh, yeah.
It's so bad right now. Oh, it's
No,
about $6. They pay like $6.30.
$6.50.
Yeah, $6.50 something. That's amazing. And then you could speak to him directly. Pantelis, did you become vegan? I did not become vegan. However, I ate lamb today. Listen, I did not become vegan.
But how good is lamb?
I don't like lamb that much.
What?
I ate it because it was New Year's. I had to eat it. Here's the thing. I have not become vegan. I am considering it, right? But it's just, here's the thing. If you become vegan, if I become vegan, it'll just be for the food. Because like Mike is really serious. Mike, like his shoes have to be vegan. Like I got him something for Christmas. I'm gonna give him when he comes back, and I had to make sure that it was vegan leather. You know, it's hard to always keep up with looking at other stuff too. If I become vegan, it'll just be for the food. you know, because I feel bad for animals or you know, health and stuff like that. But it won't be for everything else. Like I won't be able to everything I buy, every jacket or
You know how there's Jesus Christ and then there's the Antichrist. I'm the Antichrist to vegans. I make sure everything is made of animal.
really.
Everything, even the table, bro.
This is elephant tusk. Those black elephants.
This is
Yeah,
rhino skin.
yeah, rhino skin. So stupid. 2DM idea: have St. Catherine Street dancers. You mean strippers, sir? Dance behind Mike. So for somebody said something about a live show. The audience. Shit, I didn't even answer that shit, Ciro. I think you asked it earlier. I completely forgot because a lot of people started talking. So yeah, about the live stuff, and the only audience podcast that I think we had with 2 Drink Minimum was the one. There was 2. There was the one at Just for Laughs, and there was the one that was also done live in New York at Compound Media. We had people were able to come in there, but it was too last minute. We didn't fucking tell anyone, and we didn't plan ahead to let a lot of people know. So only a few people showed up. The plan is to do it. We want to do some live. We don't know what the best scenario is because if we have a guest, like me and Mike talked about this, we feel like then it's worth it doing a live show in front of an audience, right? But if it's just the regular 2 Drink Minimum, the way it works, the way people are enjoying it, is me and Mike closing everyone off, getting into our own zone and fucking around. You know, you see, the Suzukut crowd would show up. So if we have a guest, it would be great. If it's just me and Mike, we did actually the first podcast me and Mike did together. Remember we did it at the Bordel? Do you remember that? It was a test night. It was on a Monday night. Last minute, Mike announced it on his Facebook page.
Oh, I remember that.
Some people showed up just to see like what is this? Because we didn't even have a name yet. We were thinking of different names for the show. First, we were gonna call it Unrapeable.
That was such a good name.
It was a good name, Unrapeable, and then we're like, Mark Mayer, Unrapeable, and we were talking about all that stuff. But then we realized it's confusing because we're like, who's unrapeable? Like, are we the unrapeable ones? Or are people on the show? Are we trying to rape them and they need to prove that they can't be raped? So there's too many problems with that
Too
name.
many plot holes.
Yeah, and the reason why we stuck to 2 Drink Minimum, in case people wonder, because they're like, oh, Mike drinks a lot. It's not even because of that. It's even simpler. It's just because it's 2 comedians, and in most of the clubs, especially in the States, there's always a 2 Drink Minimum. That's what it was. It was comedy related, and the fact that
So you guys are the drinks.
kind of. Well, no, Mike has 2 drinks before the podcast even starts.
No, and people are just basically drinking.
Yeah, if
up.
it was unrapeable, then Hannah Gatsby could join. But wasn't she raped? So she was rapeable in the sense that you could have raped her. Now, wanting to is a different story.
But it's also very challenging.
What?
Unrapeable. Imagine somebody just goes, "Oh, really? You think you're unrapeable?"
Yeah, every episode was
And
a
he takes it
different
up as a
comedian.
challenge.
Yeah, a comedian coming trying to rape us. So yeah, unrapeable proved to be problematic as a title, so we didn't do it. Hannah Gatsby, even Hannah Gatsby, I don't give a like Hannah Gatsby. Good for her fucking special, but it's not comedy. And I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want the girl to get fucking raped or whatever. It's just like shut the fuck up about comedians. Shut the fuck up about how comedians shouldn't just be funny. Yeah, they should. It's a goddamn job. And if you're a fucking politician, it's your fucking job to make shit better. Fucking piece of garbage.
Goddamn.
And one last thing I want to say about this whole situation, even with Louis C.K. So how come, Ali, how come, because she's there too, if a comic says a fucking joke on stage, that's a lot of rape. If a comic says a joke on stage, like let's say Louis C.K. right now, right? Oh, the Parkland kids. Yeah. Like I showed you guys the video before of me the first time I went on Kumia, I had the best fucking Parkland joke. All right? It's taken as a fucking statement from a goddamn comedian. It can't be taken as a goddamn joke, them doing their jobs. But if it's anyone else, if it's an actor playing a fucking pedophile, nobody's picketing. If it's a fucking politician doing something, it's fucking insane. All right?
It's like, what's his name there? Christian Bale?
Yeah.
He's not. People don't think he's fucking Batman.
Wait, he's not bad?
What?
Yeah. Well, some people think he's Batman. I guarantee you that.
Oh, for sure. Oh, but don't you remember that kid? The kid that played King Joffrey in Game of Thrones. You haven't watched Game of Thrones that much, but
I saw the first season.
Yeah,
Joffrey was the one that was a child of his parents being siblings.
yes.
That's the one character on TV that you relate to.
No, go fuck yourself. And he was the king eventually, and he was such a hateable character. People hated him in real life, but apparently his real life persona, his personality, he was a sweetheart.
So you're telling me people had trouble believing that in real life he's not the king of incest and he doesn't control dragons and goblins.
Yeah.
Huh. Doesn't sound like a believable
People
scenario.
had a hard time differentiating.
People are fucking stupid.
Yes, they are.
People are fucking stupid, especially the witches that are upset about the term witch hunt.
Yo, we should get the witches of parc-ex, see what they think about.
So listen, if we're gonna wrap this thing up, I want you all to remember, because people might have not been here the whole time. So in the beginning, we talked about like Sam Tripoli being a hero and telling Judd Apatow to fuck right off with his hypocrisy. So remember that. Remember not to be a goddamn racist. All right, this whole women's march was cut because there's too many white people. Don't be racist. Leave white people alone. Leave black people alone. Just judge people based on their goddamn personality. They're individual.
Unless you're me, then you
If
can
they're
be a
garbage, if they're fucking cunts, you don't care what color they are. You treat them like cunts. But don't give a shit about their race, religion. None of that shit matters. It's all fake shit anyway. It doesn't matter. What matters is how the fuck they're treating you. So don't fall for their goddamn traps. You know, unless they're Swiss. Don't trust the fucking Swiss. We've been through this many times. They're not to be trusted. Let's see. Bonsoir, les amis. Yeah. Oh, you just came in now? No, I think Matthew's probably been there for a while. But yeah, good night to everyone. See you downstairs at Trophies, faggot. So yeah, see you guys later. So yeah, thank you for joining. Remember, don't be fucking hateful. Subscribe to whatever the fuck you need to subscribe to. Follow us on social media. I didn't even put your shit in, but I got to put your shit in here. If you follow him on Twitter, it's the Poseidon69.
If you subscribe, I'll send you guys a picture of my titties.
We just, oh my God, this is it. We just lost. We just lost 8,000 subscribers. We didn't even have that many. The YouTube channel is being banned.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So we have that. So yeah, good night, everybody. Yeah, thank you. You're thanking me for the live stream. Thank you guys for fucking joining. This doesn't work if you guys aren't here. This is all you guys. Just so you guys know. Same thing with comedy. That's why fucking real people that do this shit learn to appreciate all the aspects of it. And you guys, same thing with 2 Drink Minimum. The reason why 2 Drink works, the reason why all this stuff works is because the people that actually spend time to listen to it, all the waterheads that make the jokes, is you guys are a huge fucking part of the goddamn show. So I hope you guys understand that. And I know that people shit on fans on this and that, you know, but it's, no, this is it. This is why it goddamn works. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Marvin. Ali, thank you for fucking joining Belate. Next time, if you guys want, just tweet me. And if you guys want Ali as a goddamn guest, I'll get on as a guest. Because the good thing about this, now with this fucking Skype setup, is it doesn't matter who the fucking guest is. That's why I'm trying to get Owen Benjamin. Because they could be anywhere. Skype these motherfuckers in. Except for the moon.
Technology, eh? Well, maybe in the near future, the moon.
Goddamn, even the moon.
But, yo, just a little side note.
Yeah.
Fast. Did you know we could probably terraform the moon and live on it?
That's stupid. The moon. It's not a planet.
Yeah, but there's what's that planet? Uranus that has a moon, or Saturn that has a moon?
Look, I don't know what's in Uranus, Poseidon. This isn't the time to talk about what's gone up in Uranus. Why, they terraformed a moon somewhere? We haven't terraformed shit.
But there's a moon that has an atmosphere of another planet. So basically, I think it's Saturn.
Yeah, but our moon doesn't. Our moon is.
Yeah, but you could have it. If you hit it hard enough and it spins, it could create. Never mind.
I don't know.
I saw a video about this somewhere.
I don't know. Why don't we terraform shit here? Like, there's garbage places here that are deserts that, you know?
You know, you make a very good point. It's actually so true. Yeah, we could use the extra fucking space, like the Sahara Desert.
There's no water for people in Flint, Michigan. There's kids dying in Africa. What are you guys doing? We can go fuck around the moon. Build a golf course. You fucking morons. Anyways. Illuminati don't got me, and that's why they don't like me, bro. Remember that shit.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, TEDx with Poseidon. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Tweet me, let me know when. I put the cards. I gotta check. I don't know how often you guys want these shit or what the best time is. I'm trying to learn the whole live stream thing. So let me know how often you want these things and time. I guess best time for everyone, like around time. Roughly. So we could do this, get more people on here. And
on a weekend, it would be a good time. On a Sunday, I feel like.
I have no idea. That's why if people will tell me, and then we'll go with majority rules. And then we'll know. Please cut Poseidon's mic. Yeah, seriously. There you go. Poseidon, say something. Say something. You see that kind of technology I'm working with? All right, you're back on. But you see that kind of shit? All right, guys. So mic or air supply? Yeah, she meant cut his air supply. Once a week is good, right, Lars? It's not too much. Once a week, we wrap everything up. because it goes on for a while, right? We can't do fucking 3 hours a day. We're gonna start fucking shooting ourselves in the fucking face. But once a week we recap everything and we fuck around. I'll let you know what's happening with 2 drink minimum.
Let us know about Sunday.
Yeah. So remember, head over to Compound Media. Get one of those fucking deals going on right now. If you don't want to give somebody a gift, doesn't matter. Just take it for yourself. Use promo code Canada20, get 20% off. You get to watch In Hot Water, 2 Drink Minimum, The Anthony Cumia Show, fucking Kevin Ben's Burning Bridges. We got Mornings in the morning. That's a good show too.
Mornings in the morning?
Morning. It's Morning with Bill Schultz and Joanna.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, and Joanna Nosachinski is her last name, which I fucked up last time. So yeah, and that's not all. There's also there's some other shows. There's a fair one. That one's good too. I've been watching that one, getting into that now. So yeah, perfect, Ali, right? Perfect. All right, we got this. Thank you guys. What are you doing? What are you doing, Poseidon?
Gang signs.
I didn't go out yet. I wanted,
fuck.
I wanted to make sure that they see your stupid gang signs, you dickhead.